Barely hear you, sweetie.
No, that's.
See, I wasn't
That,
down there.
oh,
I
stop. Hey,
thought you were. I said you
let me stop.
pressed the mute button.
You played.
Let me stop.
All right.
Y'all ain't finna put me up there with Lincoln. Fuck that. Let me stop.
Don't call me Danny. What's up? Let me see here. Tweet this. Let me tweet this out real quick.
Get so quick. Don't call me Danny, man.
Oh shoot, man. Don't call me Danny. As a soldier, man. He always one of the first people up in there. He's a soldier.
I'm like, damn, this motherfucker come through quick as fuck. Hey, shout out to you, fam.
Yep. So,
nigga, Danny, what's up, Danny? Tell nigga Danny, you can hear me. What's up, Danny?
Yeah.
We live right now?
Yeah, we are live. So let's get underway. We are officially underway. Yo, what is good, everybody? This is your boy Lincoln Clay hosting the Roundtable Podcast. My man King Thrash is out somewhere in an underground club with chains and whips and shit with his girl. So he asked me to take over.
Damn, he had waiting on you.
Man.
I'm just playing, but y'all motherfuckers know the rule. Hit the goddamn like button as y'all come through the door. Wipe your fucking feet on the damn mat too as you come in. Late niggas take out the trash. Y'all know how it goes. So let's go ahead and start with some intros. You go ahead and hit it first, Big Money.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hurry up, y'all. Asking one quick thing, man. Damn it, you probably sent it to him already. He'll probably come in. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Big Money. Make sure y'all go check out everybody's content. Love these guys. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Make sure y'all go check out Lil Bruh shit. I tried to get up with y'all these niggas earlier so we can do something. Hey, bruh. Real talk, bro. That was that 25 minutes, bro. That's some off the ball shit, bro. I know it's motherfucker. You the first one in there with the name Danny, bro. Go check that shit out, bro. If y'all ain't seen that shit, go check that shit out,
Draco
bro.
shit?
Huh?
Talking about Draco shit?
Yeah.
I was the first one in there, man. I saw that shit.
He dropped it on that one, man. Good one. I was waiting for that too, bro. You dropped that earlier today, right, Draco?
Yeah, man, last night, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Late as fuck last night.
Yeah.
That's usually when I drop shit anyways, late as fuck. Man.
All right, that's what's up. Go ahead, Drake, take the mic.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. My Big Money. Appreciate y'all for coming out, man. Y'all already know what it is. Friday, we don't do on time shit on Friday. We don't believe about that. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe in being on time on Friday. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But y'all still late though. I'm just saying. Yeah.
But y'all still late.
But yeah, man. But welcome anyways. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we on the way, man. Go ahead.
All right, that's what's up. And last but not least, the man who claims that this game is on point when it comes to the Nostradamusness. Yes, I made that name up, the Nostradamusness. And as a category. Go ahead, run that shit, Thrash.
Hey, what up, niggas? I'm over here on the road. I'm on my way to Sacramento. My nigga from LA to Sacramento with Queen Thrash. I was gonna say Queen.
I'm about to say you better not
Wow.
I'm here with Queen Thrash.
You about to catch a frying pan to the head on the way there.
Oh yeah.
What's up, everybody?
I'm gonna throw the whole dude away.
That ain't. Oh, it is Titanfall here too, though. But yeah. We here, nigga. That's it. I can't really say too much because white in here. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah, pub tea your ass with a skillet.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Savage.
He's worried about that cast iron frying pan hitting him over the head if he's
boy.
Yeah, I'm worried about that closed fist, nigga. If anything.
And up next, we just had the Titanfall Princess join us. Y'all know the woman that I love, and I smack flames out of niggas for her. So go ahead, your intro, young lady.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You know this is the Titanfall Princess. I'm glad to be here. Sorry I missed the last podcast. I do apologize for that. But hey, you know how I am. You know where to find me. Next week, it's going to be rolling and rocking because the Irish podcast is coming back. Besides, here we go with that shit again. So check it out. Okay, some of the members on this panel are going to be there as well. So let's get talking about gaming. Let's do it.
That's what's up. Savage Huger, what's up? So Nicholas Little, what's going on? So I wanted to start this off talking about the reveals from Sony this week. I feel like they doing it to fuck with Microsoft. I feel like they trying to make a chess match out of this shit. And I'm looking at this like a heavyweight fight. And I'll say that Microsoft won the first round when Sony revealed that Tetris VR. I mean, I love VR, but I don't know who the fuck gonna jump up and go run to that shit. So
who gave the green light on that shit?
Yeah. God. So with that being said, Sony threw a punch and Microsoft ducked it. Round one, Microsoft. Then Sony responded.
Well, wait, Lincoln, maybe not. Maybe not. You gotta think of another way. You gotta think of maybe they put that out there. Have it, first of all, I don't know why people got so upset about Tetris because people can't play it. That's probably why. But I get what you're saying. But my thing is that maybe they put it out there so they got Microsoft thinking they ain't got shit to show.
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility.
I'll put it to you this way. I don't have anything against the Tetris game. If it comes down to $5, I may very well buy it. I just thought for an opening day reveal, they probably should have came a little bit harder than that.
Yeah.
I mean, real shit. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can play Tetris on my phone. You feel me? I know it's VR.
If they would have opened up with that Days Gone release date, if they would have opened the show up with that, they would have landed a telling blow on Microsoft's jaw.
Right.
So now, maybe they're waiting for E3 to do that. Why should do that now?
Oh yeah, we know they're gonna drop the bomb. They just feeling Microsoft and just fucking with it right now.
I think so. That's what I was trying to say. I think that's what they're doing. I think they're going to have a lot of bombshells to drop. Plus you got December when they got their show and everything else. So there's a lot going on. I don't think Sony's going to open their full hand and give you everything. And I think people are worried about that. I don't think people need to stop worrying about Sony. They got it. They need to start worrying about what Microsoft got, not what Sony got.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I'm sure Sony's saving the bullets for Paris Game Weeks in PSX. So what I was going to say next is that I do believe that Sony landed a telling blow with the Days Gone release, and Microsoft, on the heels of that, shit flying around about Crackdown being delayed yet again. And I think Microsoft, went into damage control mode, because I found that to be a coincidence that only a couple of hours after Sony revealed Days Gone release date, they come back and say Crackdown's going to release in the same month. So I think that was just damage control, and I think that was just them trying to play chess right back with Sony. So so I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts on that.
You know what, bro? It look like if we gonna use the chess term, I don't know why the fuck they use the queen to try to take above fucking pawn. And I'm not down playing Tetris, but I'm kind of there with you with what they came out with. But I think we was talking about this the other podcast. I kind of seen it wasn't gonna be like, some real hot shit. I kind of figured it was gonna be what it was, and it came out to be that. And it's nothing wrong with Tetris. I love Tetris. I'm pretty sure everybody loves Tetris, but my hopes wasn't high, because I kind of felt like 3 games before, and they might be like single A, double A games, if that. So I don't know, man.
I mean,
the Days Gone release date was big. They could have said that shit for last, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it, man, whatever that reveal on the day that Microsoft have their conference, that VR shit, whatever game that's going to have VR, I bet you it's going to be really dope. That's why they use that for the Microsoft conference day to reveal that shit. You know what I mean? Just to fuck with Microsoft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as Tetris, man, I can play Tetris on my phone. I know it's VR, all right, but I don't really, it's whatever. I don't really trip about it. Fine, we got Tetris. It's just one of those news that I'm like, all right, cool, and I just put my phone away. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Like, I'm not really tripping off of it, but that goes to show that, I wonder how much shit that Sony's actually gonna show, because they was talking about how they're gonna focus on 4 main games, right? They're just gonna go deep into it. Does that mean they're not gonna show nothing else? I don't believe so. I think they have some other good shit that they're holding on to as well, and they'll sprinkle in between these major games that they're gonna be talking about. You know what I mean? So these first couple of days just to be like, we just throwing these shit out there because this shit's not good enough to be on the center stage. And that one last thing right before they do their own conference, they'll throw that VR shit, whatever that VR shit is. It might be Gran Turismo, just like a full-on Gran Turismo in VR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably what people been wanting. I'm thinking it's a game that's already existed. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a new game. It's going to be a game that already existed, but it's going to have full-on VR support now. Because if it's going to be one of the newer games that's coming out, why would they, show that before they actually show the game?
Right.
That's kind of silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm taking that, that literally. It says, because I'm looking at the PlayStation vlog right now, and it says an eagerly anticipated game comes to PSVR. You made a good point that if it was Spider-Man, why would they, reveal something like that when they still got the game itself to show for Monday's press conference? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and make the call that it's probably going to be Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 VR?
Yeah, because I think it's already out. It is already out. Jay Wags, what's good? You want to jump in here? Friday night is guest night. So if you want to jump in, I'll send you a link.
The one thing I was going to say about that is I'm glad that they actually got like I said before, I don't mind Tetris, but I'm glad they got it out of the way before the conference. Get that little shit out the way and bring us some real good shit when E3 comes around.
Yes, ma'am.
I can agree with that.
Don't bring that to E3. Don't bring that to E3. It's not needed at E3. That's something that could be said something else. Bring us the good shit at E3.
Hey, Dreams VR? Hey, Dreams VR. That would be pretty dope, actually.
Oh, maybe that is what that is.
Well, that's one of the games that Sony been trying to, really been trying to feature. So I assume we're going to probably get a release date on Dreams, maybe some more gameplay. But, but I think it might happen during the actual E3 press conference.
I remember motherfuckers sent me talking about Dreams is just a dream. I was like, you motherfucker, you don't talk about dreams like that.
I ain't gonna front. I was one of them motherfuckers. I was like, man, you want a dream? Go take your ass to sleep, bro. You ain't gonna see this shit. I was one of them motherfuckers.
Game, Silver Sky. I already made my prediction that it's probably Fallout because that is a game that is a standard console game that supports VR. So, and that's why I'm guessing that. I believe Fallout VR is already on PC, and there was a lot of ruckus about the game coming to PlayStation VR. From what I understand, there was a big, a big rally that people want the game to come to PlayStation VR. So, and that had been a subject of discussion. It probably is trash, but I figure it's one of those situations just like Skyrim, how they redid a game that was a year or two old and brought it to VR. So that is my guess right there when they say eagerly anticipated.
Yeah, you could be right. Now you're talking about Fallout 4, not this new Fallout, right?
Fallout 4.
Okay, Fallout 4. All right.
Yeah, they were supposed to have been had a VR for that shit. So
if a new Fallout was coming out and they was putting that on VR, we wouldn't get some kind of reveal tomorrow or Saturday morning. So that would be part of the big stage on Monday.
Hold on, Silver Sky, bro. Did you say Dreams already in VR? It's not fully VR. There's certain section where it's not VR, like certain parts are certain. Like that's what they were saying when they launched it was going to have VR support. They never said it was complete, and then later on they said it was not a complete VR experience either.
Did he say he played Dreams already?
I mean, I don't believe so. I don't even think it's out.
No, that game ain't even out.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they have announced it. You know what I'm saying? It's coming with some VR support, but they didn't say it's like a full-on VR experience or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this announcement is saying it's going to be a full-on VR experience, right? That's from what I understand.
Tomorrow's announcement is supposed to be a full-blown PSVR game. Saturday is supposed to be a game that gets VR support, which means it's a standard console game, but the VR mode is added, like just like Resident Evil 7.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm making the call that it's Fallout 4. If they were talking about Saturday's announcement being a full-blown VR game, I wouldn't be sure what it is.
I have it stuck in my head. Is for some reason it's gonna be Gran Turismo, like full on Gran Turismo VR, not just like a small, like you can go online with VR and all kinds of shit. You know, what I mean, complete VR experience with Gran Turismo. Because I think that's what people been wanting with Gran Turismo.
That's very well possible.
And those driving VR games, hey man, that shit right there, bro, like that's some crazy shit, man. VR is really something else, man. It's like something you can't explain. You really have to try it to see what it is. But like I said, like that, the only thing going against VR is that, like, when I put that motherfucker on, I got to take me about 19 motherfucking nauseous pills before I even, you know what I mean? Like that shit. A lot of people got strong stomachs, but like I said, man, it was like 2-3 minutes, bro. I started sweating and everything. I thought something was wrong with me, bro. I was like, damn, like
Do you think it's the technology, or it's just like certain people just can't do VR? Like no matter how well they improve VR,
certain people can't do it, bro. Because I mean, bro, I ain't never felt like that in my whole life, bro.
I also heard the frame rate got something to do with motion sickness too. I'm not,
Yeah, it do. It got to be like one-to-one with real life. Like your eyes is too used to seeing and reacting to things that your body reacts to, but it's not really. You see shit coming to you fast. You're going down a roller coaster. Your body and your brain is going to think that because that's what you see, and so your body is reacting to it, but it's not getting the pressure from the certain things. I'm breaking up, ain't I?
No, you sound like
you good. You good. Just a little.
You sound like you got a jar over your mouth. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So,
Enterprise.
But as far as that VR game, though, they said it was going to be a VR game for a very popular upcoming game. So it can't be a game that's already out, though, right?
It's coming to PSVR.
They said it eagerly anticipated.
Yeah,
they said eagerly anticipated. That means it's not out yet. Like people are anticipating it for it to come out.
Or
it's
more like they eagerly anticipating the VR portion of it.
We already know
the way they word it does sound like more like it's a game that hasn't come out yet. I'm not gonna front.
I can go with that, but with that being said, I can also I would also make a guess that it might be Ace Combat 7.
But we know that's gonna be VR. We know that's gonna be VR.
Oh yeah.
But that's the same deal. That's a standard console game that supports VR, so it could be Fallout. I want to respond to a couple of comments in the chat. Silver Sky said Dream also works on it with 3D printers, which that doesn't surprise me because as I understand it right now, Cool Paint for the PlayStation VR, people have been making a lot of shit and printing it up with 3D printers, which is kind of slick,
Ooh.
And then as far as Gran Turismo, the VR for Gran Turismo right now is 1-on-1 versus an AI opponent, which is dog shit, and the graphics get downgraded a little bit. So the only, but if they were to make it like an 8-person multiplayer, that would be huge. Just like Drive Club. So
yeah,
we'll have to wait and see.
Hey man, right quick. Anybody talk to Vidiot or Driver?
Vidiot, which is in the hangout a little bit ago. I mean, I don't know.
Vidiot be with his brothers on Fridays. Remember, he be with his brother and shit.
Oh, okay. Damn, my fault.
Okay. Well, I had sent them a link anyway, though. So.
Yeah, he said he'll come in if he can. Nigga, but what topics did y'all look up? Nigga, I heard it was they talking about Duke Nukem gonna be exclusive for Xbox.
I saw something to that effect. New and that it might get announced during E3.
And it's a new game, a new post-apocalyptic game coming for the Xbox.
Well, that's a rumor. That's a rumor.
No. The developer
it's not a rumor.
Nah, the developer put out a tweet. It had it said stay tuned for E3, I believe, but it showed like exclusives for Xbox. And it's the same. It's from the same developer who made I forgot what that shit is called. They are all right. They make okay games. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad.
Was it Focus?
Let me.
No, it wasn't Focus. It was the nigga who made Sunder, I think. I forgot what it's called, dog.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what it was. But
I thought he was talking about that. My fault, Thrash. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying that. No, that's a new game. Y'all haven't read about that shit? Damn, y'all niggas miss me as the host, rookies.
Man, I was knocked the fuck out all day, and so I did check N4G, and I'm seeing this right here that it says Duke Nukem Xbox One exclusive for Microsoft E3 conference. You know, and I'm trying to hit that shit, and it's talking about log in, join. Fuck them. But in any case, anything that comes out from Microsoft's E3. Anything worth talking about, anything of good quality, my guess is going to be that it's going to be for the next generation, even though they say they're done with generations. My big question is if anything that Microsoft comes out with that is of good quality, will it have a campaign? Will it be single player? Or are they going to try to find a way to monetize that shit and, you know, make it a multiplayer?
That's the big question right there.
That's for sure. No, that's not even a question. That's for sure. I'm gonna say it properly. That's for sure gonna happen.
They're actually gonna have to do something like that only because they making money nowhere else. They ain't got no game.
Sure, it's for sure gonna happen because Booty said so.
You know what? And speaking of which, while we on that subject, we could slip this in about the crackdown situation yesterday. About it getting delayed. There's been a lot of different rumors going around as to why they've been going through these delays. One of the excuses was that the single player is not going very good, which I call bullshit on that, because you know I'm assuming you're using actors and motion captures and stuff like that. So I call bullshit on that. You know, Sony's games are single player, motion capture, actors, all that shit, and all of them run great. So I call bullshit on that. Another excuse that I've heard was that they wanted to sink more money into the game to polish it. I call complete bullshit on that, because if Microsoft was so worried about polishing games, why the fuck didn't they polish Sea of Thieves and State of Decay before they released those games? So that is complete and utter bullshit right there. My guess is that the multiplayer is unplayable.
Hey man, you know what I think?
I also think it's because Microsoft don't want to sink no more money into shit. They're so tight with their wallet that they ain't giving the developers the funds to do what they need to do.
I agree. And Garuda Legends just said it perfectly right there in the comments. He said Microsoft is like a stripper who tries to make money without getting naked.
Oh shit! What up, Garuda?
He hit it right on the head. Ryan the Professional, what's up?
I'm trying to look up this post-apocalyptic game this motherfucker talking about. I can't find shit, man. I apologize. That's why I'm not looking at the chat room. I apologize, guys.
Yeah,
this shit this dude was talking about. I can't find shit. I don't know.
You can't find that shit. That zombie game. Well, I don't know if it's not a zombie game. I don't think.
It's just a post-apocalyptic
game. It was teased.
Who's the developer? Who's the developer, man? Do you remember the developer?
I forgot the name. You heard of him, but I forgot the name. Even Whack Gamer had put some shit up about that shit.
Because you know I don't be on Twitter like that, man. That's why I don't know the fuck.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna look it up.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, man, that I don't.
See, Arian, you slipping. You supposed to have them pre-rolled, fam. Pre-roll your blunts and then buy a cigar box and pre-roll your blunts and put it in a cigar box.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
What's the matter? Adrian, man, your weed game is not open.
Man.
Your weed game is boo-boo.
Was that Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro, he got you, Thrash. He got you down. I thought that was Thrash that said that shit, bro.
Hey, since I'm hosting in place of King Thrash, I got a little mix of King Thrash in there. So, like I said, my Nostradamus game was on point, and I am the best when it comes to the Nostradamusness.
Bro, he got you, bro. He got you down.
Hey, I was thinking about starting one of my videos like that. What's up, YouTube?
Nigga, do what you do.
It's your boy King Thrash.
Yeah, I think it's burned down. I'm over here trying to look this shit up. And I'm over here got y'all niggas mute. Myself muted and shit. My girl want to cuss out the drivers in front of us.
Okay, the carpool lane.
Let it cuss out.
It's the fast lane.
Yeah, my nigga.
Hey, here we go. Here go Diver.
What the hell?
Hey, record your shit, nigga. You do shit.
Hey, man, turn that fucking hilo off.
Hey, nigga, mute this nigga. What the nigga doing?
Lincoln.
Lincoln, see if you can mute Diver real quick.
God damn. Yeah, I'm trying to mute him.
Diver.
This motherfucker sound like Lincoln. You can't mute him.
I'm not even sure. Is it him? I can't mute him, bro.
I'm trying to. I don't want to have to eject his ass.
No, go to his name, click on the arrow, and click mute.
What about now? Shit. Hey, Diver, turn that
Better now. It's better now. No,
Damn,
no,
what the fuck, nigga?
Man.
Hey, who's that nigga make me this shit right, yo?
All right, for sure.
Put him and send him a message, man.
Yeah, the fuck is this shit, yo? I'm about to holler at this nigga for that, yo. What the fuck was that, man?
All right, there we go.
Why you get mad?
Bro, I thought a hurricane was coming.
Yeah, man, you jumped in here and drove that shit through the fucking
He
wall.
probably couldn't
I go
hear
to
us,
Florida
man.
all the time. I know what it
Yeah,
sounds
but
like when a
nigga,
hurricane's
gotta
coming.
be ready for that shit. The fuck, nigga?
Yeah, but
Hopping
like,
on
if he came
Hey,
in,
that's worse. Hey, that's worse than some dude with some shit on his nipples jacking off. That's worse than that,
Y'all got
I see you, Ryan. You said the attack began at 38.
Hey, you know what?
nigga? What's up?
Hey, bro, y'all know with the I know y'all fighting people. Did y'all see that Dead or Alive 6 thing?
Yeah, I saw
Oh, no,
that.
I haven't seen it
That
yet.
shit was pretty dope.
I haven't seen it yet.
Drag.
I seen a picture of it though.
Damn, that
It's on
might be
point,
the
though.
first fighting game I buy.
Teddy physics is on point.
It is the coolest when it comes to telephysics.
That game is literally invented to this physics. So you know what I'm saying? Homage. You gotta pay homage to that motherfucker.
I saw the video. And to me,
that's my shit.
Oh, and by the way,
Xbox the game returned though, but it be catching on.
Hey, by the way,
how long y'all fighting for? I was saying something.
Let me split this in real quick.
All I said was I saw the Dead or Alive thing. To me, it almost looked like 5, but just a little more shinier.
Oh,
so I'm hoping it's gonna be better than what it was. That's what I saw. That's only my personal opinion. That's what I saw.
5 Boo Boo Titanfall?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that if you're gonna bring out something new, just don't make it a little more shinier. Bring us that oomph.
Oh, okay.
If you're gonna call it 6, bring an oomph with it. Don't just make it just a little more shinier, but the same thing.
Yeah, I've looked at. I don't do fight. I just said because I know y'all fighting game people, bro. Like that shit looked good to me.
I mean, I ain't gonna front though. I've never played DOA for the fighting mechanics. I'm gonna be real with it. I've never played DOA for they decent. They're not bad fighting mechanics. They're actually pretty fun too. They're more they're not technical compared to like certain fighting games. You know what I mean? They're not, but they're fun as fuck. Like, and I don't really play it for the technical portion of fighting games. That's not what you go to DOA for. You go there for a couple of other things. You feel me?
Damn, hey man, I didn't know fighting games was on a level like y'all got it, bro. It's like it's a level in this shit.
There's a level to everything. There's a level to everything, bro. There's a level to everything. Like Peep Game, Big Money, Rise, and God of War are both hack and slashers.
So why do you go to fighting games? I go to fighting games.
You really do both hack and slashers though. They both hack and slashers. Rise, Son of Rome, and God of War. They're both hack and slashers.
Yeah.
They're both in the same.
What would
genre.
you say a type of?
Now
I'm
I'm saying
sorry.
I
Dirk.
said he's talking about he don't go to fighting games for fighting mechanics. He don't go to fighting. He goes there for other shit. And you know what I mean. So why
right.
did you go?
Well,
You don't go there to fight.
do you play
I go there to
like
fight.
do you play
I
like
go
do you
there to
play
fight.
DBZ? Do you play DBZ?
Yeah, I played it. Yeah,
All right, is that game heavy on mechanics?
That's a children's
I'm
game.
not saying
That's
that.
a
I'm
simple
not
ass
saying
game,
that.
isn't it? So
No,
yeah, so
we
what
were
do you
talking
go?
about Dead or Alive. No, we were talking
All
about
right,
Dead or
so
Alive.
Dead or Alive have cool interactiveness with the game. Like you would kick a motherfucker down like 3 flight of stairs, jump with them.
All right. Well, that's what I
Build
was
bad as
asking
shit.
you. That's what I was
Right,
asking you
yeah,
because
bad as
you get
shit.
fools
That's
in
one of the
here
other
talking about
things.
outfits and shit. That's why I was
I mean,
asking.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I mean,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
that's what I was asking. All right.
PSMC,
All right.
that's what I mean too. One of the, you know what I'm saying, one of the things that
Okay.
comes along with the game. You feel me? But there's a lot of things about a certain game that doesn't mean like you and me play Street Fighter, right? We know it's a technical game, right?
Right.
It's a technical game to play Street Fighter, right?
Mhm.
But when you play
Right.
DBZ, it's not a technical game. It's more of a mind game kind of game, right? Because all the
Yes.
inputs are simple as shit. So it's all mind games,
Right.
right? So each game,
Right.
even though they fighting game, each game has a certain thing it does. Like there's certain combo heavy games, right? There's certain games where they're not really combo heavy. It's more about you landing the right moment, the right hit, and all that shit, right? You got to know how to parry on time and all that. So it's a whole lot of different facets to a fighting game. So when you pick
well,
up a
that's
fighting
what I
game, you
wanted to
gotta,
make
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that's what you meant because I've had people say that and they say, "Well, I'll play it because it not be funny, but because of the outfits that certain people wear in the game, and I get to see
That's
TNA and all
dumb
this
as
other
fuck.
shit."
That's dumb as fuck. Because
Well,
I
you
like,
weren't
you know what,
specific, so that's what I thought you meant. You were
know
laughing.
what I don't,
You
you know
were
what I don't
laughing.
like. I don't like paying for extra shit. I bought the motherfucking game. I just want to play the goddamn game. You feel me? I don't buy none of that other shit. Matter of fact, I like shit where you can unlock. Like if you play certain games, right? If you beat a certain mode, you get a certain costume. Like you can't get that costume unless you beat a certain mode. I like that shit. I ain't gonna pay $1.99.
Yeah, I like
for
to
nothing,
earn. I
fam.
like to earn my shit. Yeah, I agree with you. I like to earn my shit. I like to fight, win, to earn my shit, not just buy it outright and do that dumb shit. No, I want to earn it as a fighter.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what I was meaning by that, Dirk. I was kind of like with racing games. You get that NASCAR game, and all you do is go around in a circle. I just don't see no like that
Yeah, I
having
don't
a
get it.
different level. With
mean-
fighting game people, like you was just saying with the technical stuff. Like I said, I ain't never been into fighters, basically because I'm shitty at them. But like
we
the
all
way y'all
shitty at
talk
'em at one
about them,
point,
it
man.
be on a whole different level. You know what I mean? You will hear people talking like you and Titanfall talking about fighting game. Then you'll hear people that's beneath y'all, like what she was saying, the way they fight. That's why I be like, damn, it's different levels with this shit. So that's why I always looked at fighting
real talk,
games.
like fighting games are the hardest games to get into. It is. It's the hardest game to get into because you got to take a long ass time to be good. You feel me?
And it looked like fighting games is like getting back to. I thought when Street Fighter 2, that was the renaissance, but now it looked like it's a big comeback because there's a lot of people coming out with fighting games that I've noticed.
Yeah,
and,
it's ever since Street Fighter 4 came out last generation, it made a boom of fighting games.
Yeah, and I can tell you from playing racing games, Big Money, it's more to it than just going around the track. There is more strategy involved than you can imagine.
Okay.
You know, fuel consumption, tire wear come into play, trying to slipstream your opponent because a lot of, especially when it comes to NASCAR, a lot of those cars are equally tuned. So you're not going to be able to beat somebody off of pure power. You have to be able to slipstream them. A lot of cars, they'll work with each other. Like if they're in the middle of the pack, they'll slipstream each other to get to the front of the pack. And then once they get to the front of the pack, then they'll break off and be like, all right, it's first one to the finish line. So there's a lot of strategy involved in racing games.
Oh, okay.
NASCAR is not fun to watch, in my opinion, but it doesn't mean that it can't be fun to like be in that because you are doing about 200 something miles per hour, fam.
Yeah.
No, Lincoln, just so you know, Diver just said if you don't let me in the podcast, it's gonna be trouble.
Oh, is that right?
Now, whatever
he said. He said he's in the chat. He said in the chat.
Motherfucker, who the fuck you think you threatening?
Hold on, Diver, nigga. Let me tell you straight up, nigga. Don't you ever walk up in this fucking podcast with that shit blaring loud as fuck. You ruining shit, nigga. Like, nigga, get your shit right, nigga. Have your shit muted and ready, nigga. It's coming from me, nigga. Like the fuck, nigga. Like, I didn't want to boot you out or get you booted out, nigga. Bring your ass back in, but mute your shit. Niggas was in the middle of talking. We heard. I thought aliens, cause you know I'm scared of aliens, cuz. You know me and aliens got a relationship, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We don't want, nigga. I thought I was looking around. I was about to take the wheel and shit, cuz. Like, girl, let me drive, nigga. Aliens here, nigga. Like, have your shit right, ready, nigga. Don't just bust into a podcast with your shit not muted, nigga.
Because I definitely tried to mute him and it wouldn't mute his ass.
Yeah.
All right,
talking
but
shit to chat room with your shit sounding like that, nigga. How?
Yeah.
When?
The link coming back your way, man. But make sure you turn that shit off before you get up in here.
Oh, at work at the alien compound ass nigga. They make spaceship now, nigga.
Motherfucker work at area.
Hey, that ass gonna be scared to talk to the motherfucker. Like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, nigga. You gonna tell him where I'm at, nigga? You gonna tell him I'm on the road, shit, nigga. It's a lot of mountains around me right now, cause I ain't even comfortable right now. Nigga.
No car. He had area 50.
Well, Thrash, you better bounce out those mountains. You
Hey,
better bounce out those mountains.
Hey, Thrash, you might have to send him the link again because I told this motherfucker to follow me back on Twitter so I can send him a link and he ain't done it yet.
It's in his Twitter. Hey, nigga, check your Twitter, nigga. He should be able to use the same link, shouldn't he?
No, I was sending the links out individually, and you know, I followed him, but he hasn't followed me back yet, and it won't let me send a direct message to him unless he follows me back.
Hey, Thrash, you know what? I found that what's the name you was talking about. Because I see dude talking about
Yeah,
MBG.
nigga, it should be. Just go click the link in your Twitter again, nigga.
Say that again. Say that again, Thrash.
That game, Big Money was telling me about the game. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's where I saw that was MBG. I think Crap Gamer had it too, and a few other people on YouTube had it. Was talking about it. Shit, did you see what it's called? I don't think it had a name. I think it just had like a newspaper talking about the A-bomb and shit.
Yeah, it ain't got no name yet. I don't think it just got the newest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting, but you know how Microsoft is, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Interesting. We'll see what's going on with it. Like, I mean, I gotta like look forward to something with this motherfucker. You know what I mean? That sounds interesting enough. I mean, I'm gonna have to watch the Microsoft conference too, because you know what I'm saying. I gotta watch it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have something to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, real talk.
Well, either something to look forward to or something to laugh at.
Yeah.
I mean,
it just depends.
How you know I ain't looking forward to laughing at it?
Hey, Vinny, he said something earlier. He was talking about what I was doing my Thrash impression. He said it sounded like I was taking a shit. Tell motherfucking Microsoft to shit out some goddamn games.
There you go. Tell him.
Hey, nigga, my voice was made from the toilet, nigga. Crazy. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? My bowels is always clear, nigga. Crazy, nigga. I usually on the toilet when I'm on the podcast. Nigga, making videos and shit. Nigga. Like, dude, nigga, let them out, nigga.
Hey, Thread, I was playing GTA 5 earlier today, bro. I swear to God, bro, that dude on there, I was like, that's trash right there, bro. That's trash. That motherfucker dude, he crazy, bro. Oh my God, that shit crazy, man. I'm sorry, Lincoln. Go ahead, bro.
No, we all good. You know, because I'm kind of playing it by ear as far as the subject goes. So I'm kind of looking at M4G and seeing if we can take something from that. So if anybody got anything,
wait a minute. Okay,
if anybody got anything they want to throw in there, go ahead.
It's a few things we can talk about. I mean, it's been a few games announced and shit. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Oh, the Hitman 2. Any y'all niggas into that? I don't know. I'm not really into it.
I can't even believe that was a game. When they first showed it, I thought it was a racing game at first, bro. I was like,
Listen, I'm sorry, but I love Hitman. I really do.
Do you?
I had fun playing that game. Yeah, I want another one. I really do.
Hitman's pretty fun, man. Hitman's pretty fun. It give you all, like, you kill motherfuckers in the most random ways, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so ridiculous, man. Like, you supposed to be like this serious ass fucking hitman, but you kill dudes in such a goofy ass manner, dude.
Has it always been? Has it always been like that, or has it recently got like that?
No,
I
it's
mean,
always been crazy.
the ones I played, I can't talk. I
Yeah,
haven't
they
played
said the
all
only
of them.
after they Absolution. I never played one of those games, but it's a game called Hitman Absolution, if I'm saying that right, y'all. And they said after that, the rest of them just been doo doo. Because the last game that came out, a lot of people got upset because it was episodic and it didn't sell well. So, oh shit, I got.
I mean, the only experience I had with Hitman is I played a Hitman demo before.
What'd you say, Thrash?
No. I was listening to what's the name. No, I was just saying you don't take a game and make it into episodes that wasn't episodic before. That's like taking Tomb Raider and making it into episodes. Taking Uncharted, making it into episodes.
Hey, I think
you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't do games like that.
I think you might have to send dude the link again. He said he can't get in. Diver said he can't get back in with the same link. I think it's once you get kicked, you can't get in with the same link again.
Oh, that nigga might be kicked for life. Let me go check.
Yeah, and not only that, hey, let's try this again. Why you accusing me of being on steroids, motherfucker? Follow me back on Twitter so I can send you a goddamn link.
Damn. Hey, change the title. Change the title to Aaron Shit Out podcast real quick, nigga.
Right.
Hold on, let me send him this shit again. If he can get it.
Hey, did y'all hear about the one dude from Ubisoft? This is another dude that keep on talking about this. Well, he said the next after PlayStation 5 and the next Xbox, everything going straight digital. Did y'all hear about that?
No, what?
No, I did not know about that.
Y'all didn't? Yeah, the dude at Ubisoft, he said that that after
I did hear
after the PS5 and the next Xbox, they going straight digital. Well, that's what he's saying. That's what Microsoft and them.
Well, we know Microsoft was going that way anyway. We know Microsoft was trying to do that anyway. But I don't think Sony's gonna do that right away. I don't think they're gonna follow suit to that. They're gonna do what they can to keep.
I don't understand these companies, man. My bad. Go ahead. I was gonna.
No, what I was saying was I don't think Microsoft has been working on that for a while. Sony has some, but they're still putting out their games, and I don't think they're gonna stop doing that just to follow suit with Microsoft. That's all I was gonna say.
I mean, yeah. Why would you follow the loser? Like I be trying to tell niggas the way for the future.
Straight digital, right?
Like, nigga, they sold 30.
Well, streaming.
Streaming? Yeah, I don't think they'll be ready by the console after this one. I don't think
Sony already sold beforehand. Sony was already streaming. Niggas ain't gonna want to stream. Like, why streaming should be okay right now? Why would it be okay later, my nigga? You know what I'm saying?
No,
nobody's in PS now. Why would they be in it later?
I think the technology, I probably see it to meet the point where we wanted to play how we needed to play. I'm looking 10, 15 years out, because like technology is growing like rapidly. So I don't want to say never. But I can see about 10, 15 years, because that's what they want to push. Like if they can spend less money, you know what I mean? That y'all already know. That's just like if you go to Ford, all you see now is motherfuckers making robots that fix the cars. It used to be men and women there. They slowly taking people out of there, man, because they want to find money.
The niggas at Ubisoft want these consoles to be digital only, so they won't have to worry about people copying their shit or trading in games and got to worry about GameStop. They'll make more money. They want that shit to happen. But the reason why that shit not gonna happen is because more people got electricity than they.
You went out flat. I mean, Thrash.
It's too many caps. I'm breaking up. Just let me break up. Fuck.
Go ahead.
Okay,
now, when you break up, I don't think we can. Well, I can't understand what you were saying. That's all.
Oh yeah. Speaking. Hold on. Let me confront Diver real quick. You see how angry he got? That's Roy
Knock
Rage.
his ass out, bro.
Fuck you, Diver. You chocolate cake at the bedside eating ass motherfucker.
Damn.
Wow.
Change this shit to the personal attacks podcast now, my nigga. Damn.
Where my blood box at?
I'm fucking with him. Hold on. I gotta talk to Silver Sky for a minute too, because he said women love steroids. No, fam, ain't no steroids here, because I heard steroids make your dick inoperative. I got to make sure I'm knocking the chick bottom out. I got to make sure she know I'm there.
Hold on. I'm going to answer that. I'm going to answer that since he said women love steroids. No, we don't. No, we don't. Because you're fake ass motherfuckers. So no, we don't.
Right.
Only a dumbass would love somebody on steroids. Okay. So I'm going to answer that question. Women love steroids. No, they don't. I want somebody who's real and natural.
She's saying your muscles are DLC, fam.
Right.
You ain't grinding to get them. You ain't grinding to get them.
My shit is real. Hey, listen, goddammit. Pre-order DLC. My shit is natural. My shit is natural. My shit is hard enough to cut diamonds. I knocks the bottom out of a woman. You understand?
You have to go there.
Innocent ears. Yeah.
I need it.
Damn.
I'm fucking with y'all. What's in that subject? Somebody give me a subject.
Well, I got something first, real quick, because I got a bone to pick with King Thrash.
Oh shit.
Okay, you listening, King?
Everything out tonight, apparently.
King, you listening?
He listening. He listening.
He better be listening, because he was saying Vampyr, as he called it, vampire, but it's Vampyr. It was not really a good game. Listen, I am fun. You get into it. The story is good. The music is good. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it.
Hold on. Real quick. Flash. I just need to mention something to Titan. Like I'm saying, Princess, real quick.
Go ahead.
Fam, you just said it's fun. You sound very much like an Xbox dude right now. Go ahead, but it's fun. I'm like, you just say, but it's fun.
Titanfall, you a double A.
Don't even put it. I'll cyber whoop your ass so bad. Don't even call it. Hell no. I'm gonna cyber whoop your ass so big. Don't even go there. I got the cast iron frying pan too, and you'll be feeling it when you think you're sleeping. When you think you're sleeping, you're gonna feel like, what the fuck hit me in the head? Shit. Oh, that was Titanfall Princess. She just busted me in the head, cyber whooped my ass while I was sleeping.
I can say that though, but you did not say it.
Look. I kept it 100 with that game, man. I didn't lie at all. I said the story was great numerous times. The story is great. The animations are trash. The combat is boo boo. It's not trash. It's just that you can't leave God of War and then go into play this shit. You just can't do it.
I'll agree with. It's not a God of War. No, that I'll agree with. But it's not. I've been playing it for a lot of hours, and I'm actually having fun with it. When you get in and you upgrade and you level up and you do what you got to do, it's actually fun.
How many different enemy types you ran into?
Oh shit! I can't even tell you how many. A lot. Like.
Why all of them do that same 3-hit combo and then want to grab you?
I didn't see everybody doing the same 3-hit combo and trying to grab you.
I was fighting niggas.
They didn't do that to me.
Cyberwolf was doing 3-hit combos and then do a grab move after he wore it. Nigga, that shit was so easy. Like it was like a PS3 game. Is what I get out of it. I get a PS3. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a wonderful PS3 game, but it's just a PS3 game. You know what I'm saying? It's not groundbreaking.
But King, I just got to tell you something. I gotta mess with you every time I come on here. You know I gotta do that.
Yeah, I know how it is.
And you know I agree, but I provide entertainment just like you do, so I gotta do that. Yeah, I gotta mess with you. I gotta mess with you all the time. It is what it is. Just like I do.
I think he got like a 70 something. Like 72.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Titanfall. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't hear what he said. I was just asking what he said.
No, I was just asking what is it scoring on Metacritic?
70 something, I think.
No.
76. Oh, okay. It's I don't know. I'm gonna rent it Cause like I said, like me and Ozzy, we was geeking for that game, and when he said that he was gonna get it, he hears I heard that. Hey, usually Thrash to send me a message, right? That motherfucker said, I got to talk to you. I said, what's going on? Reno.
Well, there's one thing there's one thing I will say. There's one thing I will say. It should be at least a $40 game, not a $60 game. I will say that.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not a $60 game. All right. So that I will say. I do like the game. I'm having fun with it, but it's not a $60 game. It's more like a $40 game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so I will say that.
Any game. Like, I've been playing it too, you know what I'm saying? But it's like just
you broke up again.
I'm like, well, nigga, it's so late. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's an indie game or not an indie game. I'm just telling you how I feel about it, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I mean, I understand it to be good. I was hot. I got it 4 days early. That's how much I wanted the game. I wanted it day one. When I seen this shit, I knew I was getting it day one. And when I got it, I was just expecting a different game. It so much potential in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of upsetting because the potential was. What other vampire game out there in this generation? You know, like they had so much potential to be one of the top games. Could have been a sleeper hit. You know what I'm saying? It could have been the Shadow of Mordor of the generation.
Well, put it this way. The makers already said that if they sell 500,000 copies, they're gonna do a second one, and hopefully it'll be better than the first one. I mean, there are some things that there are some things that I will agree that you know that may be a little better. Like with this one, pricing should be better. But with respect to the game, I'm actually having fun with it. You know, I really am. I mean. The only thing is you do have to watch what you do because if you kill one person by biting them, you can kill other people in the process that are still alive based on health issues or whatever. So you really gotta watch what you do in this game.
No, you do. The choices are great. And that's why I played Detroit and I played God of War. So I got the story and the choices of Detroit. And the combat and beauty of God of War, actually both of those games. And then when I get to this, first thing I see is a lady who has exactly zero titty physics with like PS3 graphics on. Like her neck was too long, slightly. You know what I'm saying? She had like the long neck. That's what I call it. Like that's the sickness he had. You feel me? Like he was the best nigga there. He was the best looking character. Everybody else looked like they was just thrown in there. You know what I'm saying? They just made sure the first character was the best character. You know what I'm saying? But
how are you in
the first woman you saw happened to be a sister, Mary.
Oh yeah, you couldn't even see her. You know what I'm saying? He was just tripping. I knew it was gonna be somebody he shouldn't have bit because she was hugging on him and shit when he bit her and shit. I'm like, nigga, you're not supposed to bite somebody that's hugging you, nigga. The fuck? But he still did it. You know what I'm saying? But like when he went to the bar and he saw that dick, you know what I'm saying? It was like, what the fuck?
He had to survive at that moment. He was getting ready to die. He was dying, so he had to do.
How many hours are you in Titanfall?
How many hours am I in?
Yes.
Oh shit! Let me think. I don't even know. Oh.
Are you trying to 100% it, or are you just?
Well, no, I'm gonna beat the game. At least 20 hours, maybe 15.
Oh, okay.
10, 15 hours, something like that.
Oh yeah, you further than me. You further from RPG shit.
10,
I might go back to it.
Yeah.
10, 15 hours, yeah.
You're deep in it.
And you know what, Titanfall, you know what, Titanfall, you're right on that because a lot of second games that come out from these, that a lot of stuff that people don't like, it come out and be a hit and turn into a great franchise. Like what's the name like that? What's that one game?
Like Knack.
Huh?
Nigga, like
Nigga,
Knack.
get the fuck out. That motherfucker said Knack. Hey, you quit fucking with Knack. That's my boy, bruh. I fuck with Knack hard.
Oh,
but
really?
I like Knack.
I would think.
So Crash, you don't like Knack either?
No, I like Knack. I beat Knack. I bought the second one. I haven't played all the way through yet.
Yeah,
I like old school games. You know what I'm saying? But it was bare bones.
Mr. Righteous Fish got me dying in the chat, bro. This dude said it's one of those steal from your side chick's son type of game.
Goddamn.
It's one of those look on Craigslist for copy of crackhead stole from Redbox type game.
But yeah, I think if the second game come out, it probably can do good. It can do good because that's something I'm thinking about with the Order 1886, man. Like everybody's shitting on the Order 1886. If they made another game for that, I think it'd be good, man. Just like Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 1 had a good theme. What'd you say, Thread?
If they'd have made it longer, it would have been better.
I mean, that affected me. I never picked up. You know what I'm saying? The Order.
Oh,
You know what? The one thing,
a bunch of times the game been as cheap as $6 or something like that.
I just never got around to it. You gotta understand, man. I had a backlog for the longest. I just now recently got to where, you know what I'm saying,
Draco, get that fucking game.
Hell yeah, man. My backlog gonna go into the next generation.
The reason why I never hopped on it, right? The one thing that motherfucker told me that kind of like made me back away from it was like, gameplay ain't shit. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, damn, gameplay ain't shit. That's the first thing I look at is gameplay. You told me gameplay ain't shit. Well, damn, that's automatically down to like,
you know what, Draco? It's like it ain't no super duper type shit. It's a regular third person shooter. The only thing is that a lot of and we knew they was gonna do this, bruh. The Xbox dude used that for ammunition. Bro, they had that shit going for like a couple of months. It's only 5 hours. But it's only 5 hours.
Bro, this game's shorter than that.
Titanfall. 5 hours? No, I don't think it's under 5 hours.
The original Titanfall campaign is not even a campaign because there's no story to it. It was like 4 hours long. So I don't know what the fuck. You feel me? That shit was 4 hours long. So
I'm talking about the water.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, like this game's shorter than that. I'm not tripping about the length of the game. I'm talking about the gameplay itself. Like most motherfuckers, and it's not even the Xbox dudes that I was talking to. I was talking to like PlayStation dudes. They was like, man, the gameplay is like shallow as fuck, man. You're not really doing much. You know what I mean? And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, I kind of like.
They lying like a mom.
For real. It ain't combat and shit deep as fuck in that motherfucking game. I know it's a shooter.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not. It's not. If I gave a grade to the combat by itself, look, if I gave a grade for the combat for itself, I give it a 6.5 out of 10 for the combat. Oh, come on, Draco. Damn.
What game?
The Order.
What? No, I'll get
he's talking about just the combat alone. Just the combat.
Yeah, just the combat.
Oh, this combat? The combat.
That's what I'm saying. It's a regular third-person game.
I mean,
it's a regular
third-person about that is that game came out at the beginning of the generation, and it still looked better than just about everything they got.
It does. Immaculate. That motherfucker looks immaculate.
During the time when that game came out, man, I was out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to get bread, man. I had to get a lot of shit done. You feel me? So I didn't have time to look up none of this shit. I just, you know what I'm saying, talk to the homies, and that's what they told me. So I was like, all right. I mean, after about a year or two of this generation, like midway through this generation is when I actually had free time. You feel me? So before that, I was like going in extra hard during the daytime, so I couldn't look up shit. So the motherfucker was like, man, the combat's kind of shallow. And as soon as I heard that, it's like, man, it's a wrap already.
As far as
gameplay in a game, that's already like at least 20% off for me already. That's the highest you can get at this point. It's 80. You already started out as a deficit. You know what I mean? So that's why I never looked around to getting it. It's not about the money. You know what I mean? It's just like if I'm going to enjoy something, I'm gonna play it. If not, then I ain't gonna get it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things.
I'm still playing it piece by piece. You know, it was a game I was always interested in, and it's like I said, you know, I thought that game raised the bar as far as graphics goes. I thought that was a game. It was like kind of like the pivot point of, hey, this is these games could, you know, if they're gonna look better than this, holy shit, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, I do agree with that. That game still looks good to this day.
Yeah, it do, bro.
That shit look dope as fuck.
That engine, I haven't seen nobody else use that engine, bro. Do Sony own that engine? Or do that the people that did that?
You're talking about for the Order. You're talking about for the Order, right?
Yeah.
You did see somebody use that engine. God of War used that engine.
Oh, that's the same engine? That's, you know what? It so is.
Hey, what's up, Silver Sky? You in a prison bed or something?
Niggas ain't know that Sony Santa Monica worked with them niggas to make the Order.
Oh, did they?
That's
I
like
didn't know that.
that's like under their name and everything. Yeah. That's why when I said when people said okay when Sony let them go, I was like, well, Sony can still make the Order sequel if they wanted to because they own the Order and Sony Santa Monica helped them work on the Order. I think they helped them with their engine, just like Horizon helped with the Decima engine. Guerrilla Games helped with the Decima engine.
Yeah. Titanfall, did you ever play that?
Yes, I have, and I liked it. I want another one.
Why are we talking about these old ass games literal days before E3? Nigga, this is like
nostalgia.
Jesus, age.
Takes you back.
Hey, my girl wanna know how come y'all niggas ain't talking about the Switch? Cause she a Switch fan, nigga.
I'm not talking about the Switch.
I think we want to switch the subject.
I don't own one currently, so I can't.
I don't either. I bought my son one, but I don't own one.
What she want us to talk about?
I don't know. Niggas really want to hear the news about the Switch. Like, she over here got her hands out like nigga, y'all.
It's my 411. I'm learning, so I'm trying to figure out. I got to figure it out. Some stuff. So I like Mario.
Yeah, so you see a Mario.
I like Mario Odyssey and
Princess
I like
Peach.
Mario.
That's Princess Peach right there.
You know what? That is one of my players. And Toad.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be your name now, Princess Peach. Thrash and Princess Peach.
Toad.
Don't give her that label, nigga. She would be acting like she Christmas Princess Peach, and I ain't no little bitch ass Mario.
You are.
I'm Bowser in this bitch.
You are.
Bowser, nigga. She always with me, nigga. For some reason,
Princess said Bowser.
Always with Bowser, nigga. Hey, her and Bowser got more screen time than her and Mario, nigga. Tell me I'm off, nigga. She spent way more time with Bowser, nigga.
You crazy, bro.
Always at Bowser's house. I'm Bowser, nigga.
That's what I want to say. Hey, Princess Peach been getting kidnapped by this motherfucker for what? 30 years.
Hey, you can't be. I ain't kidnap her, but still she clean though. Like she there for days. She got her new clothes, all that. Like she put them on. She put the new clothes on. She kidnapped, but she accepting gifts.
Well,
like,
listen, if she's another princess, she kidnaps his ass, and he gonna do what she says. So that's what it is.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's like she getting married. Like in Mario Odyssey, they getting married, and this bitch put on the dress. Like you gonna put the dress on, but you don't want to get married, bitch. Like how is this happening right now? Yeah, she want to be clean and in a wedding dress, so Mario can cut it. Say something.
Hey Thrash, your girl, one of them people fuck with that Pokemon running all over town chasing after the Pokemon.
Yeah, super. Nah, she ain't doing that.
Hell no.
Hey,
strictly,
hell no.
Strictly,
I don't blame her for that.
No, I don't do that. I like Tekken. I play that.
Oh yeah, she smacked on MVP in Tekken, so she know where it's at.
I play race car
games. What? She got some Tekken skills?
Yeah, she got Tekken skills. She'll smack you, Lincoln. Real shit.
Is that right?
Lincoln, look out for the women. We play fight games. You know that already. You know that.
Out of me, goddammit.
She gonna smack the shit out your ass just like I did. So watch out.
Hey, it was the same thing with you. You had to make a believer out of me. You did, but
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all know what? I'm gonna ask you a question, man.
Knock me out. I'm the champ.
Has it ever been a girl in top 10 views and fighters up in the fighting game? Has it ever been a girl in the top 10?
No.
I don't know.
Usually the top 8, and no, I don't ever see.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. I follow fighting games like religiously, and I can't remember the last time a female got into top 8. I can't remember a lot of Americans getting into the top 8, let alone
Hold on, family. Hold on now. Hold on, bruh.
Bruh,
hold on. Is that right, y'all? Come on, help me out now. Is that right?
It's the truth, fam. I'm American.
What up,
I would love to see some American motherfuckers representing. I mean, you do see some American dudes in the top 8, but I think an American has never won a Street Fighter on Evo before.
Damn.
Never,
I don't. My problem is that I don't want to be in front of those people watching me. I get too nervous. I'm fine in my own place, but I don't think I can handle all those people around me staring at me, yelling, screaming, hollering in the background, doing all that shit. No, I
when
can't
you
do that.
playing, but when you playing though, you just gonna be in the moment. You just gonna watch the screen. You fuck what's going on around you. You feel me? You trying to murk this dude?
I don't know.
Like, you don't give a fuck.
I get what you're saying, but I don't know if I can do that. I think that's the problem with some of the women who can fight is that they don't want all that bullshit. Plus, you get the fact that, which I said before, a lot of female gamers get shit. I know I do.
Yeah, they
all
do.
the
You
time.
right about that. You
We
are
get
right
shit.
about that. Lee.
People are gonna be aggressive against you.
I don't give a fuck. Don't fucking ask.
They're going to be aggressive against you. They're going to be rude. They're going to be obnoxious. They're not going to give you the accommodations you deserve for being one of the top players that made it there. But the dudes will get it. And I'm not being
you need to
sexist
make
about
a
that.
video about that, because that what you're saying is absolutely right.
Nah,
But at the same time, though, if you cold, you get there. Like at the end of the day, it's still a tournament. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah, but you know what?
She ain't talking about that part. She's talking about the other part.
Yeah,
like I know, I feel you.
Disrespect.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. And real talk, that's just the way it is. Motherfucker will troll you.
I ain't worried about the trolls. My thing is, if I went to one of those events and people are gonna be rude, I'm gonna knock somebody the fuck out. No, I'm gonna knock somebody the fuck out before I get to the table.
That's gonna happen. I mean, this female's
Hey, Draco, check this out, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro.
Like, you know, like these weird ass gamers be acting like girls can't game and shit. Like they can't.
Yeah, bro. Hey, Draco,
there's some cold ass
Street Fighter stream,
bro. Don't get me wrong. There's some cold ass female players. I'm just saying none of them ever hit top 8.
Yeah,
you know why?
Draco,
We don't go. We don't go. That's why they don't hit the top 8. We don't go because of these reasons and because of the disrespect. So why should we go there, be disrespected, and also have people in the crowd acting a fool to where I'm gonna take
Liddy's a female, right? It's a bunch of females there.
It's a big difference, though, Draco. It's a very big difference, bro. Trust me. And then they are women, bro. They women. Like, we get out of order. Like, get your whole ass. Like, bro, you can't just. I know we talk like that because we men, but, bro, like, women don't. You know what I mean? Like, bro, look, check this out, y'all. This shit tripped me out, bro. Look, I went into a stream one time, bro, and they was playing Street Fighter, and I asked the exact same question, right? Didn't nobody say nothing. Then I messaged it again. Didn't nobody say nothing. And then they got mad when I did it again. At least 50 people was like, bruh, get the fuck out of here. Women cannot compete with men. I swear on everything they did that. Everybody in the room.
Damn, hold on. Nigga, change the motherfucking title to We Protect Women podcast real quick.
This is what I'm saying, fam. Like, all I'm saying is, like, everybody will have something to say about you, regardless of what you are, whatever sex you are, whatever race you are. They're gonna say some shit. Like, at the end of the day, if you down to compete, you down to compete. That's all it is.
No. First of all, it's not true, because it's like in certain industries, it's a man's world. You gotta understand that. Gaming, they don't believe it should be anything to do with women. I'm gonna tell you something. My mother gamed, okay? My mom gamed. Every female in my family games, okay? We just don't do it because it's considered a man's world, and we're tired of being put down and go to a place and not given the same opportunities as a man, okay? But like
but this is a tournament. Do you get a slot or not?
I gotta say something to Diver, it ain't about. First of all, I ain't no hooker on a pole. Okay, you need to stop those sexual innuendos before I fuck your ass up, cyborg your ass. Because it's not about being on the pole. No, he said, he's in the chat saying, "Oh, just think about being on the pole and all the men are looking at you." No, bitch, it ain't the same.
He just come with some crazy comments.
I know he does, but I gotta get it back.
That's all that shit.
Listen.
I mean,
I think
I respect gamers' skill. I don't give a fuck what race they are.
He's a super guy, guys.
I mean, As far as I'm concerned, the only thing I respect is your skill level. I don't give a fuck what race you are, what sex you are, none of that shit. Can you whoop my ass? That's all it
One out of
matters,
a
right?
million, bro.
Like,
You one out of a million, bro. You are one out of a
see, here's the
million.
thing, though. Like, I don't think
bro.
it's as bad as it used to be. Like, it used to be really bad, but nowadays I do see a bunch of female fighters in there, and some of them are cold. It's just all I'm saying is none of them have ever gotten to top 8. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, what you gotta think about the top 8.
I got a question. How many females have you have? No, wait. How many females have you seen, Evo? Real females,
like
real
what?
females.
Like how many?
I'm talking about real females, not trannies. I'm talking about real females, not
many.
trannies. I'm not being funny.
But like it's because they probably intimidated.
Yeah. But at the same time,
that's what she's talking about, Fred. That's what she's talking about.
If you're saying you don't want to go because they treat women a certain way or whatever,
you're not answering the question. You said you saw a lot of females there. No, there are not a lot. They call themselves female, but they're trannies. They're dudes. They are not women.
I know a lot of them are, but are you telling me there's no
don't call them females? That's what I'm asking.
Wait,
you're saying there's no female gamers that are competing?
Wait a minute, girl. Hold on, wait. Backwards, nigga. Rewind buttons, please. Nigga, it be trannies at these motherfucking fighting tournaments and shit, girl. Like,
yeah,
nigga get mad and throw his dick at a nigga kill if I beat him there. Like, nah.
Oh my god! I can name two. I'll name two right off the top of my. I'll name two right
up in there.
No, I'll name two right off the top of my head that all y'all know about. Okay, 2. You want to hear them? Guilty.
Yes,
Guilty is one. Ricky is another.
Guilty is a dude.
Women.
Ricky's also a dude. Those are not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about real Street Fighter players.
How many have you
real,
actually?
Like female Street Fighter players.
Give me the female names and tell me what they are.
Hey, real talk. I only know the Asian ones. You want to know the Asian ones?
I only know one. I only know one.
I don't know.
I only know one.
I don't know no American like female Street Fighter players that like made it to Evo or nothing. But I do know some like Asian ones. They're real big over there. That's the only ones I know. But here's what I'm saying.
Some of those you call women are not women.
No. So here's my question. Here's my question. It's not about that. It's about will women get a slot if they go to enter?
They'll get a slot.
I think they would. I think they would.
Okay.
But the thing is that I think what she's trying to say,
like, or not, big money. Like, is the tournament fair or not? Is the tournament fair or not?
Bruh, that's just like saying is this world fair, bruh? Every person will tell you that it's fair as fuck. It's fair as fuck. No, it's not, bruh.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this, girl. Look, women is strong as fuck. There's a lot of niggas out there scared to get their ass whooped by a female, girl. So a lot of niggas out there scared to get their ass whooped by a female.
No, I'm just asking.
Me being a black nigga playing taking whipping niggas' ass.
She's just talking about her being a woman.
And then send me nigger messages. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Listen.
All right, let me get to the point. Is the tournament fair or not? Answer the question. Is the tournament rules fair or not?
Yes, it's fair.
Okay, so when a female enters and other dudes is fucking with her, right? Is it not her job to deal with that shit? Is it not her job? She's a female forever. And if you keep saying this, no female would ever enter. You will never have female representing. You have to like get them to start doing it. Like they have to stand up. Like they can't just like we don't go because the way they treat us. Well, then y'all never gonna go. We'll never have representation. Like get some representation.
Whoa. Now tell me when you through.
Let me finish. I'm almost finished.
Tell me when you through though, Draco.
My girl's shy. Hey, Draco. My girl's shy, but she said she agreed with that.
Right. Let me finish with that though, right? Let me finish with what I'm saying, right? The reason why they don't go is because of what Titanfall is saying. But if you don't, then you will never get representation. It'll be a vicious cycle, right? You have to break that. And usually the one who breaks that usually have to deal with the worst shit. Think about, black people in the 40s and 50s. They have to deal with the worst, and now black people have it better. If you want females to get represented,
no.
I mean, don't y'all have it better than black people in the 40s?
You see what I'm saying, Threat?
Let him
get finished, though. Let him get finished.
Right? Don't you have it better than black people?
No. I'm looking at something. I'm looking at the scenery, nigga. We going by a prison.
You feel me, though? Like, black people in the 40s and 50s had it worse because they have to break through a lot of shit for black people in the future. Same way with females. You want to break into that? Cool. Like, break into it. You have to deal with a lot of bullshit. but then
Draco,
better,
I got one thing for you. Can I say one thing when you say that? I watch female gamers and I see that there are a lot of them. If you see them on YouTube, okay, are casual gamers and they're not into Street Fighter and all that. You say you see a lot. I don't. Okay, I am into that. I am one of probably out of all the female gamers that y'all know that are on YouTube, or one of the top fighters ever. Okay. It's not only about representation. You got to realize that there are not a lot of them here in America. They're not. They're casual gamers. I mean, I've seen a lot of them. All they put up is Call of Duty and it's Call of Duty and shit.
Big money, you see that?
Hey,
like,
how the fuck did they get here?
Titanfall, fam, like Titanfall, fam. Like you see what you're saying though. Like first you're saying like the way you get represented and it's not like the way you get treated. That's why they don't go. And now you're saying there's not a whole lot of them. Well, okay. Well, there's not a whole lot of them. That's
wait. But it's the same thing. Even the few of us could still be treated the same way. It don't matter. I didn't say there was a lot of us.
But you're not listening. But you're not listening to what I'm saying. If it's the few numbers, that's no one else's problem except for those few people. Like they play Street Fighter because they like it. It doesn't matter if they're female or male. You feel me? And if they're female and they play and they want better representation, I guess what? You might have to enter. That's just how the way the game goes. Like what else is there?
Everything you were saying, the thing what I think what she's trying to get to, bro, look, women are nowhere on the near far as like how we like, you know how we'll walk past each other in the street and there's some dumb shit really. All we need to do is look at each other like what the fuck you looking at? You know what I mean? Women are called women for a reason. Did you hear when Thread said my girl said she agreed with you, but she's shy? Women that's why they timid like that. They're women, bruh. When you got 1,000 motherfuckers.
Like, no, he said when you got like damn. But he right. He said shy, not shy. She ain't shy. She's been talking this whole time. What you mean, bruh? Like I'm saying, fam. Like we can't keep doing that because if we keep doing that, shit would never get better. If you want more female representation,
it ain't about what we do. The women, bruh. You got man. Listen, bro. Women are called women for a reason, but they not gonna sit there and keep taking that like we can't. They're not men, bro. They're not men. Women are soft.
Do you realize Big Money?
Let me hit on what Big just said.
Huh?
Big, you just said something right, and I'm going to hit on what you said. You guys, if you really knew me, you would know what I go through on YouTube.
For other women,
no, let me finish. I've had death threats. I've had death threats. I've been threatened to be raped. Okay, I've been called a tranny. I've been called all this shit. I've been through hell and tried to get me off YouTube, and I haven't left yet. I do got thick skin.
Okay? I'm
just trying to tell you something. You don't understand.
All right, do you know how it feels?
She is right, but they do that to women.
Real quick. No, hold on. You can't just pull that shit. Because let me ask you this: do you know how it feels to be an Asian kid growing up in America?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what she's saying. We all saying the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
So listen. If you keep pitying yourself, talk about how they do you, you will never get better.
I'm not pitying myself. I am good.
It's not pity. How you think it was pity, bro? Do you think it was pity when a motherfucker get up when his master didn't tell him he going to have mouth? I'm sorry, man. Okay, you right. I'm gonna forgive you.
Big money. Listen.
I'm on Draco. You said.
What the fuck are we talking about, nigga?
I know. Let me ask you this. You just said women can't.
Now, wait a minute. Now, if we gonna do it, if we gonna go to something else, or we gonna stay here?
We're gonna go to something else. So let me jump in and let me jump in.
I'll let you finish.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, real shit, guys. It's going on too long, guys.
Let me jump in with something else. Right here, we got Dead or Alive 6, first hands on.
Unnecessary loud noises Loud talking, but
Who
not
was that?
saying anything.
Who was that?
That's a nigga light bringer. What's up, Silver Star, man? What's me on Silver Star?
Silver Sky over here sedated. I don't know what he's doing.
This nigga laying in different positions and shit, showing his chin beard in different levels of positions and shit.
Who was that? Hey, he can't get back in?
Well,
No,
I guess. Yeah,
Man,
we can't. Unless we start all over, we can't put it back in.
Follow me back on Twitter so I can send him the link. I cannot send him a direct link unless he
I
follows me.
resent the link. I think it's because we kicked them out. That I guess they're like, well, you kicked out. You can't come in until they change the link.
Damn.
So he probably stuck. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
But nigga, you should have had your shit unbought. Nigga, I don't give a nigga, boy.
Yeah, we didn't know that was gonna happen.
You came in disruptive as fuck.
What's up though? What's up though? New niggas, late niggas.
I would have been here too. I got too wrapped up.
Yeah, like bringing. Hey, take out the trash.
I got too wrapped up watching this playthrough of Detroit Become Human.
You watching it, man? You not playing it?
Hey, this nigga taking video spot, man. This nigga light bringer taking video spot, okay?
I can't play it without a console unless they make a PS4 emulator.
I mean, then why don't you just?
Oh, we got one of these in the chat. We got one of these PC weirdos. Man,
says the guy with the long neck beard, lady in the beard, and the sexy eyes position. You know.
Did your dumb? What'd you just say?
I mean, says the guy with the full face beard, just looking at me so seductively in the camera.
Lightbringer, I don't get it, fam. Like, so you would rather watch a game than play it just because you don't own a system to play
Dude,
it on?
he's the PC guy. He's got flimsy wrist. Cut him a break. Cut him some slack.
Hey, bro, his weapon.
So says the guy.
It sounds like he's talking real low.
In the eye, just laying on the bed. Oh my god.
What y'all talking about?
No, actually, I was watching a streamer on Twitch. Some guy I normally talk to. He was playing Detroit. I just got so wrapped up in just watching. Just forgot about the podcast for a second.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, I guess
what's up,
I guess it's better than watching the stream of State of Decay.
That is true. I actually thought about giving State of Decay a chance, but I don't know if they fix the bugs in it or not.
Man, that shit gets no chance with me.
Oh shit.
So, but I was trying to go around and get everybody's thoughts on Dead or Alive, possibly being at E3 Dead or Alive 6.
I haven't been excited about Dead or Alive since Part 3 on the original Xbox. What if they're going to do like the last one where the base game is free, but you got to buy all the characters and skins for like $7,000?
Oh, that wouldn't be cool.
Yeah, that's how they did the last game. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, DOA is fun, man, but it gets boring really quickly. That's just the way I feel when I play DOA. Like, it's fun for like a day or so, and then I'm just done with it. I think I own like 3 different versions of the
system from 3 on up.
Nigga, is my shit like niggas?
Man, you sound like you on the next generation fucking Enterprise, bro.
Yeah. You sound like you.
But if you want a question for your girl, Thrash, ask her if she gonna get Shaq Fu for the Switch.
Shaq Fu.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, he gonna Shaq Fu that shit on up. I can't even believe he came out with that fucking game, bro. That shit. Oh my god.
Watching paint dry. These motherfuckers fucked up, man.
Especially.
Yeah, I'm always in the chat, bro. I swear.
Long out of basketball. You're supposed to do something like that while he's still hot.
I guess Shark Food's like Sharknado. It's so bad, it's good.
Well,
so
I
bad.
don't have a Switch, so it's just nothing for me.
I'm looking at the reviews for it on Steam. They're pretty mixed, but as far as I know, the game's only $20.
Man, that motherfucking game should be like $1.
Well, Ninja Gaiden, Naruto Ninja Gaiden starting Ryu Hayabusa started in Xbox. Joe Hayabusa was the original. That's his dad. I know me some Ninja Gaiden lore, fam.
That's what's up. That's what's
up. Is that where he came from? Did he come from DOA?
Yeah, Ryu Hayabusa is one of the characters in DOA. He's
So
one of the oldest characters in DOA, matter of
Yeah,
fact.
he's like one of the main characters. He's like the Ryu of the game.
Oh, okay.
His name is Ryu too, but he's actually named after Ryu from Street Fighter. That's why his name is Ryu. Told y'all, man. I got Ninja Gaiden facts for your ass. You know.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when Ninja Gaiden was an arcade game.
Yeah. Way back.
Yeah, back in the late 90s. No, early 90s, actually.
When the Ninja Star was the size of your torso, cuz. Like,
damn, I don't even remember that being in the
it's a 2D game. That's way back.
Yeah. Okay.
Side scrolling. It's hard as fuck too. Like every Ninja Gaiden game except for the third one is hard. The second one on the Xbox wasn't that hard, but
I think I might have beaten like the first one back when I was in elementary school, or middle school, but I don't remember playing 2. I don't remember playing Ninja Gaiden 2 or 3.
2 is pretty good. 3 is super trash. 3 is, you know what I'm saying, garbage.
What's the first game y'all think Microsoft gonna show at E3? Anybody?
I'm probably gonna guess maybe this Forza Horizon 4 since I heard a slight rumor that it was supposed to come out this year. Maybe.
Anybody else?
I guess that shows you how interesting that subject is.
I'm high. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I'm faded right now. I don't even want to talk about it.
Draco sounded like he almost passed out answering that question.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How soon do y'all think we gonna get some God of War DLC?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be part 2. I think it's gonna be part 2. I don't think it's no DLC. I mean, the Valkyries and all this other shit would have been the DLC, but they threw that shit in there. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I didn't finish the game yet, so I can't pass a judgment on that based on how far I got. I'd have to finish the game completely so I can make a determination if they left the door open or not.
What about you, Thrash? Is he gone?
Yeah, I think he must have lost signal when he's driving and shit, so he might have hit a dead spot or something.
Sick. I take it you must be at work. Sick Humor, what's up?
Oh, Sick up in here?
No, he in the chat.
Sick?
Oh, in the chat?
I mean, you could hop on if you could, Sick. I mean,
yeah, come on in here.
You know, I'm gonna shut it down in about a half hour, 45 minutes. But yeah,
I see OBJ.
You're welcome to jump in here.
It says, "Immortal and rid the world of pollution."
Hey, matter of fact, Sick, I'm actually off this Sunday. I'll see you. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something this Sunday, it'd be cool if I can hop on. Man.
Yeah, he at work
on Sunday.
No, he at work right now.
No, I'm saying like yeah.
Oh, because you know what's because now
what are we doing on? So, well, I guess we can talk about that after the thing.
Sunday morning. That's what he usually do his shit. That's why I've never been on because I be doing shit on Sunday.
Oh no! I thought y'all was talking about the E3 because I had asked him was he doing anything for E3 too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody doing something.
Yeah, my guess is because my guess is after Microsoft's press conference, YouTube is going to blow up with everybody having their own podcast and their own opinions.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because I might do it. And I don't normally do shit on Sundays.
I mean, Sundays usually like Sunday nights are usually the only solid time I know for sure that I got free time. The rest of the week is whenever I get a call, I might have to dip out.
Yeah. Hey, you know what the crazy thing about Microsoft, bro? I know they hate going first because I hope don't nobody out there be thinking when y'all hear Nintendo and Sony be talking about they be planning all this shit for it's set in for 10 weeks and all. Nah, bro. I'm not saying the whole show gonna be like that, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to counteract any mistake Microsoft make. They probably got shit waiting that they probably gonna keep to the side just in case they need it. But
hey,
I just don't see them.
I'm just thinking on paper, Microsoft should be ahead, but you know they need to give us some games.
How on paper they ahead?
Yeah,
you know, they should be. They should. But I'm saying they should be. You know, just give it a.
But I'm saying how.
Hey, Clementine, I feel like you just recently beat autism. Did you just beat autism?
Yeah, I beat it while sucking your mom's titty last night.
Hey, man, what,
Anyway,
am I missing something?
Damn.
But anyway, I was just thinking, just on paper, given the services available, given how, in my opinion, the Xbox is a little bit better for content creation, than the PS4. If they would just give us some games, they actually would be ahead. But
are you retarded?
Man, look, wait a minute,
I feel you, but I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? I feel what you're saying. I just don't agree.
I'm in this motherfucker like, what's going on?
I get what you're saying, right? I get what you're saying, but the issue is, like, the Xbox, the reason why it can't be ahead, because the Xbox One X is the strongest and it should be the easiest to work on, but it also has the S to deal with an original Xbox One to deal with. So there's no way they could do that. So from the go, that console is a no-go, the jump. So, I mean, that's why they're still here. It's not, and it's not even about that. Like, make some goddamn games. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it seems like if Microsoft actually get their stuff together, they just not could be ahead.
I mean,
go ahead.
Myself, I don't know how they could, because I mean, we got Gears 42 coming up, Halo 98, Forza Horizon 14. Everything after that is leaks and rumors. If
Kratos told Baldur that he wasn't an ice giant, that whole game never would have happened.
And the thing about Microsoft is they don't take chances with new IPs. They always go to the well and try to use, go with some shit that they think is going to be a surefire hit. And I think the only reason why, if Scalebound comes back and Fable's back, they're only back because of the success of Sony. And the Xbox community has demanded it. It wasn't a case of them saying, "Hey, this is a real good game. We got to believe in it. Let's go ahead and go forward with it." No, a situation came up where somebody else was successful and they got back involved in it.
Well, then if they really listen to the community, we'd have that Rise sequel, we'd have that Sunset Overdrive sequel, and we'd have a Killer Instinct that's not dead in the FGC.
But even the Sunset Overdrive sequel, it still took the Xbox community to make noise about it, because Insomniac themselves said it was ready to go. They was just waiting for Microsoft to give it green light on it, or waiting for somebody to pick it up.
I was asking, was it set in stone? Are they working on that shit?
They said it's done. It just needs a publisher.
So did Microsoft publish it?
Nope.
Well then, shit.
Well, hey, but you know what, Lightbringer? I think like everybody think different, man. To me, I always thought that the console is the vessel that we use to play our video games, and I really do, because I look at the power thing. Okay, they got the power. Okay, good. But Nintendo has shown that, bro, you don't need power to win a generation. You need games.
Yeah, that is true. But then again, Nintendo, they're not the type to shy away from power either. They've actually put up that in the past, like back in the earlier generations, that they had the most powerful console. Like, for example, the N64. Back when everyone was doing 32-bit consoles, the fact that they were advertising here, 64 bits, it's in the name of the console itself.
But fam, you got to remember, they didn't really have a lot of competition back then until Sega came into the game.
Oh, Sega.
He's talking about 64. Well, the thing is, the 64 was special in the fact that it also had games to come along with it.
Oh yeah, exactly. They always have games.
Nothing without control, right? You need something to actually use it with, right? So, I mean, Xbox has the most powerful system. Congratulations. Now, where the fuck are the games? What else do you ask for? Like, if you a gamer, what else you don't ask for consoles, you just ask for games. It just so happened that you need a console.
Myself, I would be completely outraged if I owned an Xbox One X and I get games like a PS2 looking State of Decay. About $500 purchase. I would be mad as fuck.
Yeah. But then again, most Xbox fans really don't care about exclusives.
That's a problem. That's why they're in a situation. They letting Phil Spencer brainwash their ass and tell them what they want instead of demanding what they want.
That's
They'd rather
exactly
just go with
was
the narrative. They have the best version of exclusive. I mean, multiplats. But I'll look at it this way: if they truly, really, really want the best version of multiplats, they build a gaming PC. They spend a little bit more money and build a gaming PC. But you know, that's one thing they really need to get on Microsoft. It's like, give us more exclusives and don't share them all on PC via the Play Anywhere scheme, because that's making the console useless.
But
Xbox is already useless, bro. They're not putting games out on it, period. Whether they share it on PC or not, they're not really giving much incentive to buy an Xbox, man. It's
No exclusives, and the exclusives they do have are available on the PC. So therefore, the Xbox is useless depending on who you are.
Real talk,
shit, and PC gamers don't even want them games.
I feel like they're doing it on purpose. Actually, they're trying to kill the Xbox as a console on purpose. Like I think
they're more about the services.
Like they're trying real hard to kill it as a console and turn it into like a Steam box.
Yeah, Phil Spencer himself said he doesn't care if you play Minecraft on a Switch, just as long as you're playing Minecraft.
It is because of that mentality that the hardcore Xbox people that made the brand what it is got left out. Because they was never the priority. The casual gamer is the priority for them.
Yep, and even then, it's like the casual gamer, they still want the console and they still want games.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the casual does make up like the majority of the market. You know what I mean? So you do have to cater to them, but at the same time, you gotta make sure where you came from. Like hardcore gamers made you. There's a certain amount, because games built for hardcore gamers usually, for whatever reason, has more appeal.
Yeah, and I've said that before, that the casual gamer, they represent the biggest percentage of gamers out there, but I also feel that they are the hardest group to keep stimulated, to keep them tuned into the ecosystem, because casual gamers have a casual mentality. They do something different every week. They go to the movies this week, they go bowling next week, whereas a hardcore gamer is going to game every week.
Well, not really, because oftentimes they
my girl agrees. Yeah, she agrees.
She agrees. See your 4K chickens.
Yeah.
So, so Microsoft, so what's going on right now shouldn't be a shock to anybody, because Microsoft tried to go after the casual gamer at the beginning of this generation when they put that TV shit into the Xbox One.
Actually, I don't think they're going after casual gamers. They're just trying to change the brand from, okay, instead of just being a gaming device, we're going to take over your entire living room. We're just going to, okay, you can play your DVDs, you can watch TV. Because you remember, like, back in 2013, they kept, I look at King Thrash's video, they kept saying TV, TV, TV over and over again, TV, TV over and over again. It was more about being an all-around entertainment set-top box instead of just being simply a gaming console.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. They wanted to control the living room.
You know what they say about Jack?
They did it wrong.
You know how they always talk about like the saying "Jack of all trades and master of none." Like usually that's not really true. If you're a jack of all trades, you're usually a master of one. You're master of one thing, and you know how to do a bunch of other shit. If you want to be like the living room box, you need to do at least one good thing. You have to be a good gaming box or a good TV box. You have to be one of those. And the Xbox wasn't either. That's the problem. It wasn't a good gaming box, and it wasn't a good TV box.
That's probably the best way to put it, right there.
DVRs.
Not good enough to keep the casual gamer tuned in and somewhat alienating the hardcore gamers.
Exactly. You just fucked up on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I look at it this way: the casuals generally follow the trends of the hardcore gamers, and they basically kick the hardcore to the side when they force people to buy the Kinect for games that no one wanted, like Let's Dance and whatever else is on the Kinect, and they made it like $100 more expensive than their competition. So the casuals, hey, we're just gonna get a PS4. We'll play Call of Duty.
The casuals might check in with the hardcore people for advice on what console to buy when it's near the end of the generation and the console finally costs $175 only a couple of weeks before the next generation starts. But they're going to play a couple of games and then their console going to have dust on them. And that's because that's how the casual gamer or the casual person functions. They just don't do the same shit day in and day out.
I think it's three levels of gamers though, guys. You got the casuals, you got the core, and you got the hardcore. You know what I'm saying? The core niggas are the ones that follow the hardcore. The casuals, they go with what they know. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker know who Mario is, they gonna go after that. They know what Bejeweled is, they gonna go after that. They gonna go after what they know or what looks simple and attractive.
Mm-hmm. And oftentimes those trends are set by the hardcore. It's like if you look at the games that the casuals generally play, either sports games or Call of Duty, and they're gonna ask a lot of hardcore fans, all right, what console should I buy? And the core hardcore fans, get a PS4, play Call of Duty over there.
It depends on the hardcore you're talking to, because like you got a hardcore Xbox nigga that get it on Xbox. You got a hardcore PC nigga telling the niggas to wait 2 years and then they'll be on PC and get it on that. You know what I'm saying? Like either or.
Actually, I would tell people, hey, just get a console. I would tell people, hey, you want to just play Call of Duty? Get a PS4, get an Xbox, whatever's in your budget, and just play there.
Yeah.
Hey, while I still got bars on my phone, my nigga, what's up, OBJ? Sick. The nigga, Fatal, Savage, Wanye, what's up, nigga? You owe me $5. Nigga, MVP, what's cracking, my nigga? Hey, my girl in the car right now, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? She already smacked you. This nigga you smacked in 2K. You know what I mean? In Tekken. Oh. So that nigga, hey, he know what it is.
Hey, look, like you felt sorry. Damn.
You know what it is. MVP know what it is.
Oh, that hello.
Hey, he had MVP going out picking Akuma and shit, nigga. It's like, I gotta pick Akuma.
Oh, damn. Like, had to bring the Street Fighter moves on us.
Ooh, she trying to get that rematch. Nah. But at the end of the day, not in the chat. At the end of the day, though, my nigga, I mean, hardcore, core, casual, Microsoft went after where the money was at, and that's where the casuals is. Casuals where the money's at because they don't know what the fuck they're buying, and they'll fuck around and buy lollipops. I'm telling you, Candy Crush started all this shit. Candy Crush started all this shit with the lollipop buying. Niggas was buying lollipops left and right just to break some goddamn candy piece they couldn't pass, and that shit just blew up into shit, bro.
Oh, that's how a lot of microtransactions started. They figured, hey, we can do it on mobile.
That's what I started with that. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, I was shocked the first time I played Candy Crush at work, and it asked me if I want to pay some money to play some more. I'm like, nah, fam, I'm cool. I'll wait for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, the audacity of this motherfucker. You just asked me for like $2 to keep on playing? Are you crazy?
Nickel. Yeah. Hey, she made you quit MVP, cuz?
Damn.
You really quit for real?
Look, she's sad now. Shit, that was her Tekken buddy, cuz. Damn. Her Tekken boxing match. Her Tekken boxing bag, nigga, retired.
Well, must have lost his bars.
Man, getting abducted by aliens.
Bars?
Yeah, about to say he must be going through Oakland.
Man.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, pal.
No, Oakland got good signal. It's just motherfuckers that stole all of his bars.
No, I'm just bullshit. I've been to Oakland once, man, and it was in the hood, man. I saw some of the craziest shit there.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go east Oakland, man. That's not where you want to be.
Man, all the buildings all the cribs had bars on the windows and on the doors. It was a helicopter up above. I seen the cops chasing the dude on foot. It was crazy.
That's my man E40 thing right there, bro.
Yeah, you do not want to be from like in East Oakland.
No, downtown Oakland was beautiful.
Yeah, not East Oakland. Which is odd because in most cities, the east side of the city is usually the nicest side, but Oakland is not the case. I don't know why that's.
Usually Lincoln, you talk about windows. Go to Camden, and they got windows on the bars all over the place.
I was in Atlantic City once for an event, and so I'm at the boardwalk, and I walked away from the boardwalk because I went looking for a store, and about 2 blocks away from the boardwalk, it was the hood.
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
Okay, my bars is back, I think.
They put the hood right next to a casino, or put the casino right next to the hood, however you want to put it. I couldn't believe it.
Nah. Nobody knows what happened first. It is what it is.
I want to say that casino was.
You hear this air?
But the boardwalk was basically Las Vegas at the beach, though.
That is dope though.
So
I mean, you'll find me in like San Jose. You know what I'm saying? You'll find me in those kind of spots. You ain't gonna find me in Oakland, fam. You ain't gonna find me in Oakland, bro.
Lincoln, I got a question for you.
Period.
Lincoln, I got a question for you. When you went to Atlantic City, did you go shopping in the mall that was built like a ship?
I can't remember. It was like
It was built like a ship, and it was a mall.
there was a lot
It
of
was a mall.
souvenir shops in there, and I was going into all these shops on the boardwalk, buying sunglasses, buying watches, all that kind of shit. You know, these watches was like $5 each and shit. Yeah, sure they was cheaply made, but they was some slick looking watches.
Go tell you how much son you got.
All right.
Hey, is anybody excited about the Avengers game coming out?
The what?
The Avengers game.
I haven't heard anything about that.
You want Miles? You gotta change firmware.
Heard about it's a Superman game that's being worked on.
Yeah, that too, bro.
By Rockstar, right? Not Rockstar, Rocksteady, right?
Yeah, Rocksteady.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be called World's Finest.
Oh, that's mean Batman's gonna be in it too?
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Because the world's finest is Batman and Superman. It's not just Superman.
Batman and Superman versus everybody.
Yep.
They said it was the Arkham. It was in the Arkham verse. That's what they. I think. That's what I heard.
There was a Clark Kent Easter egg, so it might be in the Batman.
You know what's crazy? I was talking with somebody earlier about the Batman game. I mean, Superman game. They should be making a new Punisher game instead of that. I'm sorry. I honestly, a new Punisher game instead of that.
Yeah, that'd be way better than Superman.
Yeah,
Superman a boring ass
first-person shooter.
I want a Black Panther game.
Me too, bro.
I mean, a Punisher game would be dope, man. It could be a third-person shooter.
Exclusive to the PlayStation.
Black Panther.
Then my exclusive game will be on point.
Hey, they need a Gambit game though, low key. That'll be a tight ass game. Not even because Draco, but they really need to have a Gambit.
Damn.
You know why? You know why you wouldn't have one? Because Gambit's not like a big enough character. Like he's just not a big enough character. Like he has a cult following, but he doesn't have enough. He's not a big enough character to have his own.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Green Arrow game based in the Flaro CW universe.
You know, Sick, you know better than us. Superman game has been confirmed. I've only heard the rumors.
PC niggas would want a Green Arrow game, though. Oh, you sound like a Green Arrow game.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
You know what game I want? You know what game I want? I want a new Spawn game. New Spawn game.
Spawn.
Yeah, that'd be slick. That'd be slick.
That would be badass. They need
it would
to
be, but it's hard as fuck to make though. That powers that that dude has.
I'm not saying it's easy to make, but what I'm saying is that's a game they could work on for the future, and that would be a game that would sell.
Like Swirl Girl. God damn.
Hold on. Hey, you know what? I just thought about something though. Like, does Sony wouldn't even have a DC character? They would only have Marvel shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they own Marvel. That's a good. They don't own anything DC.
They studios can do DC. I don't think it's just that they ain't never did business with them like that. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, because Batman is you know,
Batman is
DC. Yeah, it's multiplayer. I mean, multi-plat. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think DC games. I don't think any DC game is like only on one console. They're always usually multi-plat. Like you know, the fighting games. What is it called? Injustice. Like that's on every console. Like all of DC games usually is on everything.
Now, what about the mechanics in that, y'all? The fighting game, people. Do y'all like the mechanics in Injustice?
No.
Damn.
I like fighting games. I don't like the Mortal Kombat side of fighting games. To be honest, they cool, but it's just not as deep as like.
Yeah, the shit seems kind of stiff, kind of stiff to me.
Yeah,
you know the moves when you string them combos together on Tekken, this shit is fluid.
You know why, Lincoln? Because in Tekken, those are real fight moves. They're exaggerated because they're a fighting game, right? It's exaggerated, but those are real moves.
Oh yeah, all of them is real fight.
Why aren't you following the map?
I know that with Eddie, I at least know with Eddie that's a real fighting style Capera.
Yeah, Capera, whatever. Yeah, but Mortal Kombat, those are not real fighting moves. So that's why it's so ridiculous. Like all the moves don't seem like a jail right. You know what I mean? Because they're not based on actual fighting moves. That's why it seems stiff. It seems like it doesn't have like momentum behind it. Like most fighting games are based on real fighting moves, even though they're exaggerated, but they're still based on actual moves in real life. Which Mortal Kombat is not. That's why it's kind of goofy.
It used to be, but not anymore.
I mean, no, it's never really realistically ever been, because you got to remember back in the day when you was playing the old school Mortal Kombat, you press punch back to back, the motherfucker started throwing haymakers. You remember that, where he just stuck out his hands and just throw straight punches? Like, who does that? Who fights like that? You telling me samurai ninja warriors fighting like that right now, standing up straight, throwing punches straight out like that? Like a person that doesn't know how to throw a punch?
Yeah, I just remember like back in the day, they were still mocap martial artists.
No, they are not martial artists. No, they are not, sir. So okay. Yeah, man, those are mocap, and the mocaps were just ridiculous moves. They just like want to put a fighting game together. It was not like based in no actual gameplay. It was all built off of the gore that they had back in the day. That's how Mortal Kombat got big, was the gore, not really the fighting mechanics.
Yeah, the fighting mechanics were extremely stiff.
Yeah, it was mad garbage. You do an uppercut move, and it's simple as fuck. All you gotta do is hold down and press punch, and you just took like 30% of this motherfucker's life. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, throw takes away like a quarter of your life.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. There's no balance, no rhyme, no reason to the fucking gameplay. It's just all about the fatalities. That's all it was.
Exactly. That was the only reason why I was even interested in Mortal Kombat, was to see the fatalities.
I mean, it's the first game that like caused the gaming industry to come up with the rating system. You know what I mean? Was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's why they were saying, Mortal Kombat made my kids want to kill free.
I mean, they should see the shit that we're playing nowadays. God damn.
Yeah. But like I said, I still, like, I'm not in the fighting games, but I still think this is like a renaissance for fighting games, because they're coming from everywhere.
I think because online. I think because the online fighting game died when arcades died, because you can't fight other motherfuckers no more. But now you online, you know what I'm saying? Online exists now, so you can challenge random motherfuckers all over the world. Mm-hmm. And you can't see their face no more, but from the style that they're playing, you could tell these motherfuckers get nervous when they're playing you. You can tell that they're getting nervous. You can tell they're getting angry. You can tell all that from the way they play. That's why I always say, man, if you play a motherfucker for like a set, you would know more about them than if you like listen to this motherfucker talk for a whole hour.
Mm-hmm.
With know how his attendance and all that shit.
I just love when they send you the angry messages afterwards.
Man, with the like, that was cheap as fuck, motherfucker. You got hit by that full combo, cuz like you should be blocking.
The angry messages. I've said this before about the angry messages. I think one of the reasons why people get salty when they get their ass whooped in a fighting game, a boxing game, is because they pick a character that's probably symbolic of how they would fight in real life on the street. So when they get their ass whooped in Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Tekken or something like that, to them, subconsciously they got their ass whooped on the street. That's why they, I think that's why they salty about it.
It's on the same level as that, but it actually goes deeper than that.
Okay. Let me put it this way, Big Money. A boxing game. Okay, if you're a skinny dude on a boxing game, chances are you're gonna pick the skinny dude that's real quick with the quick hands, quick feet that can move all over the place. If you're a dude that weigh 250 pounds, chances are you're gonna pick that big ass brute, the big hard haymakers. So you're gonna pick a dude that's catered to the way you built and catered to the way you fight. And so when somebody get their ass whooped on one of them games, they get real butthurt about it, because they felt like they kind of got their ass whooped on the street too. And I think
it's actually deeper than that, Lincoln. It's actually deeper than that.
That's crazy, but you're probably right. That's crazy.
Explain a lot.
It actually goes deeper than that, man. It's kind of like that Ghost of Tsushima trailer when dude was talking to him and he was like, "You know how I won? Because I studied you. I know your language. I know you've been training your whole life, but you just got murked, son. Surrender." That's how it feels when you're playing a fighting game. If you lose to a motherfucker, like you prepared your whole life to fight these motherfuckers, you still lost. You ain't shit. That's just make you feel like so shitty. Like all this time you've been practicing for what? This motherfucker murked me. Like how? You know what I mean? That's where you get the saltiness from. It's not from like, you know what I mean? That's where it comes from. All this time you dedicated to it. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? Everybody loses.
Oh, for sure.
At one time, you know what I'm saying? Everybody loses at one time or another. You don't be salty. What you do is, like you were saying, you learn, like you were saying, World, you learn their how they play. So you just say, okay, rematch. You pay attention to what they do, and you come back and whoop their ass.
I find the easiest way to get better is to record your match.
I main a female in Tekken 2. Yeah, I main a female in Tekken.
Yeah, I find the easiest thing to do is like easiest way to get better is record your match. You know, the matches that you lose, and just like learn what your weaknesses are. Like, are you bad at anti-airing? Do you need to learn how to throw more? Do you need to work on your meaties? Things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
You know, just in Fire, you were saying.
I actually record the matches that I lose, especially because I watch them and say, "Well, how did I lose this match?" And I watch the match over and over again and say, "Oh, okay, I'll see what I did wrong."
Until you play me, there's no way to decipher my ass whooping.
Here we go, King.
I can't decipher these. You know what I'm saying? Just like I can't decipher the way the nigga Draco was whooping in my ass in Street Fighter.
Yeah, but I already knocked off your I already knocked off your crown 2 times, so it's whatever.
This man had the nerve to ask to see my Ryu too. I'm like, are you sure, fam? You want to do this? You haven't been playing in a minute, fam. You don't want to do that. Like,
hey, I'm a gamer, nigga. I'm a gamer. You know, gamers gonna ask. I need to feel that number one, nigga.
Hey, and I paid you that respect because if I didn't respect you, I would have went easy. I was like, fuck that. I don't believe it. If you play me in a fighting game, that's how I respect you by not holding back. If I hold back, then I'm like basically bullshit.
I agree. I wouldn't play if you held back on me because now you're just toying with me and fucking with me and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's even
worse.
worse.
I'm like, I'm just letting you know right now, fam. You asked for it first.
Hey, Draco, do you think rage quitting is worse now in fighting games than it was, let's say, about 5-10 years ago?
I mean, rage quitting is always going to be around unless you like penalize it. Because if you give them a choice to rage quit, they'll do it.
He's right.
Bro, do you know how much times when Street Fighter 5 first came out, like, you know how many times motherfuckers rage quit on me?
Rage quitting was a thing before they started penalizing it.
Exactly, and then it stopped, right? Like when it first came out, there was no penalty for rage quitting, and bro, like every other match, I'm not kidding you, every other match, motherfucker would rage quit on me.
People were getting golds like low tier guys who don't deserve them.
Exactly, because they rage quit.
Shit.
Yeah, real shit. They just rage quit. You know what I mean? Like they see they about to get
rage quitters. What penalty y'all be talking about? What y'all talking about?
Now I think you lose points and shit. I don't know. I don't rage quit.
Oh, okay.
I know Mortal Kombat quits when a lot with nothing.
One game out there. I think if you I can't remember which game it is, but if you rage quit, I think you get no, I know which game I'm talking about. Rainbow Six. If you quit before the match is over, I think you get suspended for like 20 minutes or something like that. You can't rejoin the match for like 20 minutes.
I think
that's what they need to do in a lot of games. They need to do that in a lot of games. They not just one.
Yes, they do.
You can't walk. It's just like if you get into a party and you have like the party is like 4 apiece or 5 apiece, whatever. If somebody walks out on you and now it's 4 against 5, even in a shooting game, which happens all the time. It's happened to me. Or I get like 3 against 5. Those people need to be penalized.
Well, I mean,
what would you
in a shooter game, it's harder to do because in a shooter game, motherfuckers need to dip out. They're gonna dip out. No,
it's just a software program to do that.
I mean, no, I'm saying like it's harder to penalize dudes that like pop out of games in a shooter game because usually it's on a map and there's a whole bunch of people and they gotta go somewhere, so they just turn off the fucking game. You know what I mean? But in a fighting game, if you're sitting down to play these matches, you finish these matches. You know what I mean? Because a shooter match can take up to like 10, 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
But I get that. No, I get that. But in a shooting game, they tell you can only limit in your group, like say 5 people each, right? If they can tell you got 5 people max each in your party, online, okay, or and you're fighting against 5 other people, then if they have that software to do that, then they have software when somebody just rage quits and leaves to penalize them. It's a software program. It's not that hard. It's
Yeah, they can
not
listen
that
to
hard.
Blizzard and like
Right,
ask them how they do it.
but
in
what I'm
Overwatch.
saying is on like a open world shooter game, like multiplayer shooter game. How do you know someone's rage quitting and someone who's not trying to rage quit? They just got shit to do, so they bounce. Like, how do you know what I mean?
All
Like,
right, but if you bounce out, you got to finish the round first. If you finish the round and then leave, that's fine. But if you just bounce, okay,
yeah,
you should
I don't know.
penalized.
I don't know if that could
No,
work or not
then don't
because
join. No,
For
then
some,
don't join. Then don't join because you knew you had something to do already.
Mhm.
So bounce before you join.
well, Titanfall,
damn,
like, what if
man,
somebody
hold on.
is right there and their brother just got shot?
I mean, I'm saying
That's
there's so
an
many.
extreme
No,
circumstance,
seriously, there's so many.
Going
Like,
off on this.
I mean, if
so
you a
many
kid,
different
right?
things
Like,
in
if you a kid, right?
Okay, well, wait.
Well, I mean,
you can say
Titanfall.
that
Let
with a
me give
fighting
you this
game.
example real quick.
You can
Let
say
me
that
give
with a
you this
fighting
example
game.
real quick. Right? If you're playing a shooter game and you a kid, you like 16, 15 years old, and you in your room playing a shooter, and your mama call your name, the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna put the controller away, log out, go see what the fuck your mama want, or she smack the shit out.
That goes the same.
You know what I'm saying?
But that goes the same. But that goes the same for fighting games.
No,
What
because
if-
a fighting
what if
game
you're a
only
kid?
lasts like a round of Street Fighter only lasts like 3 minutes at the most.
It doesn't matter. Well, what if you're a minute in and, like you said, your mama calls you and
The easiest
tells
way to
you
do is
that you
just
gotta do
drop the
something.
match and just quit out.
I mean, in a fighting game, if that's the case, you're gonna have to take those. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to take that L. You know what I mean? Or you can stay there and finish the match. So you know what I mean? It only take a few seconds. 99 seconds is how long a Street Fighter round could be, right? Isn't it 99 seconds or is
Yeah.
it 60 seconds?
It's 99
seconds,
seconds.
right?
No, it's 99 seconds for the
A round,
first round.
right?
Yeah.
For every
99
round.
seconds
For round
round.
1, round 2, and round 3 is always 99 seconds, right? So if
Right.
usually no one, it's rare to run out of time. Usually you beat each other within 30 seconds or so, 30, 40, 50 seconds, right?
Oftentimes within the first
a match
25.
only take a minute
Well,
or two to finish. Like,
I
usually
think that's
you have
lit
no
like
problem. But like a shooter, a round could take like 20, 30 minutes though. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Shit can happen within 30 minutes. You thought you was good and something came up.
All right,
But a
you
fighting
just-
game, I
Like I
understand.
said, it depends on what game you're playing. If you're playing like CS:GO or something like that, you can do a round in maybe 10 minutes. Overwatch probably takes you about 15, 20.
I think it's just it's fair to say it's hard to find a middle ground on
Yeah.
any of that. It's
Yeah,
like-
Battlefield can take
hard.
up to like an
Yeah,
hour.
you're right.
Cause, like Battlefield can take up to an hour.
Yeah, Battlefield.
You know what I mean? What you trying to do? So, I mean, that's just not fair for those guys. But a fighting game is different. A fighting game is you actually accept the challenge and you sat there, just you and this other dude. You know what I mean? So if you accept the challenge, you got to take it fully and only take a few minutes. A shooting
Okay,
game
but
is like
you-
a whole bunch of people and it lasts for
All
like, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes.
All right, but you just brought up a situation. What if somebody just got shot in your family or whatever, your friend? If you're
All right,
still
then-
playing a fighting game, that can happen in a second,
Right,
You're still
but
gonna get
real shit,
penalized.
real shit, like Big Money was
and you're gonna leave. You ain't gonna sit there and play a game.
Big Money was exaggerating, but at the end of the day, if that really happened, you would take that L in that match. I don't think you would have a problem. Your brother just got shot. I don't think you would trip. That's why I'm just saying Big Money was exaggerating when he was talking about that shit. It's more about making it fair to where motherfucker can't just dip out on you because they know they losing. If you already into a match,
Well,
and you
that I
get
can't
in
stand.
and
Yeah.
you dip out, that's a problem. But a shooter
Yeah,
game is
it is.
harder to do. You know, you can't.
It's a big problem. I can't stand when people, when they're
Oh, I
losing,
hate it.
just
Yeah, for sure. I
rage
hate
quit.
it. You know what I mean?
Because if
It's
they
hard
made,
to find that
say if they
balance.
made something of that, y'all, if they made something of that, and then guess what? It all came, and we all mad. The next thing you know, it was true. We'll all be feeling shitty in the motherfucker, like damn.
Mhm.
So it's hard to find a real middle ground on that, man. If something happens, it real important. Y'all can just start the fight. That's just any game. I think it's hard to find a middle ground on that, man. It's real hard. I think that's probably
No,
why
it
they're
is.
touching it, because it's real hard. Because you can lie about that. Anybody like, man, I was, So I don't know.
No, but
hard.
it's usually in a fighting game. It's very obvious that it's a rage quit. It's because they're getting spanked.
Yeah,
That's the
they're
only
usually
reason.
down around.
No,
Like,
that
getting
I
up like
would- that-
90%
that I would
down,
agree with
you're
you
just
on.
comboing
You know what
out.
I mean?
Next thing you know, they're gone.
Because here's the thing: like you could play a shooting game, right, and your team is winning, but motherfuckers still dip out because he got shit to do. In the fighting game, I've never seen in a fighting situation. I've played fighting games for a very long time because I've never seen one time when a dude's winning and walked away and rage quit. Never once have I seen that shit. You know what I mean? There's always the dude that's losing that dipped out. And in a shooter game, like a lot of times your team could be winning, you could be winning, but you dipped out anyways because the last 30 fucking minutes, you got shit to do later.
Or your connection goes out.
Rage quits at Evo, and they got like what y'all call it, exterminator, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
ever seen that?
You actually get disqualified if you rage quit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be. If you're at Evo and you rage quit, you should be disqualified because you're there. You're supposed to be one of the tops, so you should be disqualified.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've never seen it.
You gotta understand though, dudes who like the top 8 of Evo play fighting games on a level that we don't understand. You feel me? Like they're too good. Like you can see what they're doing and you can understand what they're doing, but like you're like not. You can't connect the dots.
It's kind of hard to count frames.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to duplicate exactly what they do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You study it all the time. You try to duplicate it to say, okay, well, I'm going to do that. And it's like, okay, how the fuck did they do that? And you trying.
What makes like fighting game great is also what its biggest problem. And that's why like fighting games in the state that it's in right now. What makes fighting game great is you actually have to work to get good at it. And the problem with that is not a lot of people will start because people don't want to work hard to get good at it.
Exactly.
And
no, you're right.
So now fighting games now are getting dumbed down. To get motherfuckers to get in there, but now that's the problem because now the fighting game isn't as good anymore because it's dumbed down. You know what I mean? So that's why fighting games now is in a weird state. It is at a renaissance, big money. Like a lot of fighting games are coming back.
Yeah.
But the problem
just look how dumbed out Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is compared to 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think?
Do
y'all want a Street Fighter 6? Or should
bro. At the end of the day, I'm a Street Fighter fan because I would love another Street Fighter game.
I would love a Street Fighter 6.
For a Street Fighter 6, I want a Ninja Gaiden. I want a Resident Evil. I want something. I mean, not Resident Evil, but nigga, at least give me Onimusha before you give me a Street Fighter.
Man, show me Devil May Cry. Tell me that's real first. God damn it. Tell me Devil May Cry.
Another Mega Man game
before you do anything else.
Before you do
anything else.
Yeah, I don't Street Fighter game. Not until we get some
Draco,
better, not better, but some other games.
Well, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Capcom versus SNK 3, to be honest.
Hey, that's a dope ass crossover game, man.
Out, bro. I don't know if you know, you went out. We couldn't hear that last game.
I wouldn't mind seeing Tekken cross Street Fighter, my nigga. They still always that, my nigga.
Yeah, I don't think Harada wants to do it.
I think Street Fighter cross surprise people. Not this year, but I think they're gonna make that and surprise people.
No, they straight up said Tecmo straight up said they canceled it. Yeah.
They canceled it already?
Yeah, Tecmo said they did.
What?
Yeah.
I got a feeling we're good.
Hey, what the fuck happened to Fighting Lair, man? That shit was supposed to came out last year.
I'm saying
that shit disappeared after the demo, bro. Disappeared after the demo.
I mean, damn, cause I was still waiting on it, man. I was like, what the fuck, shouldn't it be out by now? They said spring. Like, you know what I mean? They said spring of 2018.
Y'all have a fighting thing. Y'all need a Street Fighter channel. I didn't know y'all into fighting games like that, really.
I mean, I am, but I'm into a lot of games, man. So, you know, I can't just make it for fighting games alone. And plus, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I was just thinking like the audience for fighting games is not as big as, you know, as broad as the whole community. So.
No, it's still big. And look at Maximilian, dude. He still gets tons of views.
Well, yeah, but it took him years to cultivate that, you know.
But then again, it takes years for anybody to cultivate any following on any
but
YouTube.
But if I do a channel only on fighting game, then I'm limited myself to that, and I want to talk about other shit too.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, that's one thing I will agree with you on. You can't just, you know, as much as I love fighting games, you got to diversify yourself and to build your channel and to show people that you're a true gamer.
I look at it this way. I don't care what anyone thinks if I'm a true gamer or not. But, you know, as far as like, you know, content creation goes, if I can just put myself in a niche and succeed, if that works, fine, whatever. You know, if I'm playing like RTS is 1 minute, a city builder the next, and like Dark Souls like the next, You know, if someone wants to think I'm not a true gamer because I don't do stuff like that, then you know what? So be it. I game for my entertainment, not theirs.
Gotcha.
Hey, you know what, man? I'm with you on that, bro. Because I'm tired of people like putting people down. Like, man, if you just, hey, man, it's a 1 month old baby can walk up to me and say, "I love gaming." My dude, you love gaming, then.
Exactly.
I don't understand why they put that out there like that, bro.
I don't
That
care if
should
all
be
the games
crazy.
you play are Angry Birds and
Hey,
Candy Crush.
I'm all
if you
about
like
beating
games.
niggas up who don't like.
He
No,
tried
I mean,
The only-
no,
the
real
only-
shit though. I agree with you. I don't give a fuck what you think about my gaming habits. They my gaming
Yeah.
habits. I play games for me, not none of y'all motherfuckers. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
like
The
I make
only re-
YouTube. I do YouTube because I enjoy that shit first.
The
You know what I'm
only
saying?
Exactly.
If no
reason
one's
why,
watching my
the
shit,
only
of course
reason
I
why I
wouldn't
said,
do it.
the only,
But, you
the
know.
only reason why I said that was because you got people who play, you got people who play like just very, very casually,
Like Fortnite.
and
Games like
say,
Fortnite.
well, you ain't a gamer, but yet
You know who
we put
you
up
know
more
what
shit. I agree with you though on that. I agree with you 100%. Fuck
You
what
you know
everybody
what
else
you know
says,
who
because
I
we know what we
consider
do.
not to be a gamer, like someone
What's
who
that?
has to take a bet to play a game and still couldn't beat it.
Wait a minute. Say that one more time.
Like you have to
Oh,
have
no.
someone bet you to play a game. Like you didn't want to play this game out of enjoyment or the rush of trying to beat this motherfucking game. You play it because someone else bet you to, and you still couldn't do it.
Oh my! Who just said Kid Smooth though? Who said that?
I did.
I don't know.
I don't know who you
Yeah,
talking
but
about,
he beat.
because
You
I
know
was
what?
just,
He
you know what I'm
beat that
saying.
game. You
I
can't
was
you
just
can't do
giving
that.
Kid Smooth actually is
He
a.
beat it.
he's-
He
oh,
beat
go
it.
ahead.
I
They
was just
can't
saying
say that.
symptoms. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying symptoms. You over here saying names, cuz I did not say names. I said symptoms.
No, okay,
I
Kid Smooth
I
actually did exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I'm saying though, I'm just listing the symptoms. Them type dudes, like dudes who do that kind of stuff, I don't get. Dudes who talk like hype up a game and don't even play it, I don't get that. Like, if I like a game, I'll play it. Then at the end of the day, if I don't, I don't. I'm not gonna fucking get it just to talk shit about it. I don't understand that shit. You need this console or play this game first before you can talk shit. No, I don't. I've never had AIDS, but I'm pretty sure it's not fun.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't get why I have to get this shit that I know already. It's not for me. Just to tell you it's not for me. I don't get it. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey man, I think Thrash trying to say something, y'all. What?
Go ahead, guys. My fault.
Oh no.
R2D2. We ain't understand that, bro. Whatever you said, bro. We ain't under. I don't think anybody understood it.
Definitely bought it out.
Yeah, you transform in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, do anybody believe that a rumor that's true about Microsoft buying Playground Games? Is that a
Wouldn't
true
surprise me. The
rumor?
only thing Playground's made is Forza.
To me, it doesn't really matter, because the question is Microsoft going to take the handcuffs off of them and let them do some other shit?
Yeah, you're right about that.
I would be. I mean, it would be very surprising
The
if this
answer
E3
is
thing
no.
starts showing some shit, you know. But I just don't see how it's happening. I just don't see it. Like, I just don't see how it's happening. But it would be really impressive if they could show some shit, you know. Still holding on some kind of glimmer of light somewhere out there for the Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, it would be
But see,
dope
that's the
as fuck if
problem.
they show some real shit. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah, I'm
here's
looking at
the
their list
problem
of
with
games.
Xbox though. They don't take the handcuffs off. They don't let anybody be creative like Sony does. They want to put handcuffs on them and tell them what to do. You all aren't the professionals in making a game. If you are, then I want to see all the, like Phil Spencer, Booty, and all those people go to a studio, make your own fucking game. Let's see what it comes out to be. If you're going to tell the makers of gamers how to do it, then guess what? Make a game, show us what you got.
I think I'm actually made work in this instance because Playground Games, like the developers are all from Codemaster, Blizzard Creation. I'm looking at their Wikipedia page right now, and only thing these companies make that where they came from, all they make is racing games. So maybe Forza's their thing. Like, I don't know. Tell them maybe they could just be the Forza only studio. Considering that's what they specialize in is racing games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary to go from a racing game to, because ain't they rumored to be working on Fable, right?
I think they're supposed to be making Forza Horizon 4.
Oh, I thought they said they was working on Fable.
No, they could
Nah,
because
they
I'm
never
looking
said
at
it. They
their
just put
list of
Xbox
games. The only thing they ever made was Forza Horizon.
No, I don't know, man. Like, what did you say, Thresh?
Nah, I said that's just a part of the rumor mill that Xbox niggas been doing, man. They've been doing a whole lot of rumors. So,
Yeah.
it's the only way to stay relevant right now.
That's crazy. So, hey, Thresh, did you ever find out, like, anybody know the official time that Microsoft, is it an hour, 2 hours, hour and a half?
No, they said it's gonna be 100. I think they announced how long it was gonna be. It was gonna be less than 2 hours. I think it's like 102 minutes or 100 and something minutes.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like 100 minutes, hour or 40 minutes. But it doesn't matter because you know, if they don't have that much content to show, the rest of it gonna look like inside Xbox.
I don't believe in them. I don't trust them. I'm just waiting. I'm now right now. Last year, I had enthusiasm. This year, I don't got it.
But did you say that to us like months ago? Cause
what he
you
said?
know I don't forget shit, right? You literally typed the exact same shit in the chat you did like 4 months ago. Cause
Talking to
What did you say?
Diver.
he said, if you guys know all this shit, how come you guys are on YouTube and not making millions of dollars? You know what I'm saying?
Diver.
I'm like, Diver, did you not type that exact same thing?
If
like
you feel that
months
way,
ago?
if you feel that way, how come you want to join the chat with a bunch of broke motherfuckers?
Son.
You a fool.
Who broke? Nah, it's like
I mean, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Hey, you got an Audi, nigga. I want to hear you, nigga.
I mean,
hey, Booty Draco got an Audi. This nigga got an
What's
Audi.
wrong with that?
I mean,
Popping, bro.
He don't talk right to niggas no more after that. Yeah, he don't. He don't. You know what I'm saying? He on a different level now. Shit.
I mean, I own a crib too. That's more important than an Audi. I'm just saying.
You out here uppity.
Man, I'm just saying. I own a crib. I'm more proud of that than an Audi, cause like,
I own
real
an
talk,
Audi
like,
and a
real
crib.
talk,
Nigga, don't play
like,
nigga. Hey.
Real talk. That's what I'm proud about most is the crib, man. Fuck the Audi. I own a
real
crib.
shit.
Like,
Real
that's all I care about. Like the Audi's like the icing on the cake, man. I prefer like the crib.
You know what I own? You know what I own that I'm not proud of, my nigga? A motherfucking Xbox, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I ain't proud of right there.
You say that shit again, bro. God damn.
Shit,
hey, man, I be in this motherfucker trying to find reasons to cut this damn thing on, bro. This.
Hey, Silver Sky, bro. You shouldn't go to sleep before you brush your teeth. It's not healthy, man. You don't want to go brush your teeth.
Yeah, bro. You gonna work up the. Like
you
somebody
when I gave my girl the Switch for her birthday, I put her Switch inside the Xbox box, nigga. She was mad as fuck, nigga, when she opened her gift, nigga. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Then she opened it, it was a Switch.
It probably you
made her day.
That's where it is, bro. Oh shit!
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, bro.
Damn.
Your mic low though.
I know. That's why I've been quiet.
Your mic is really.
Damn. Hold on. I don't know why.
Yeah. Hey, Thrash, they doing. Hey, Thrash, somebody got a thing up. They showing Vampyr, whatever the name of that shit is. They showing the demo that they showed at first at 2016, and now they doing the retail one. Oh my god, that shit. Oh wait. When you get a chance, bro, check that shit out. That shit terrible, bro. Check.
Hey, cool. We gonna wrap this shit up. Take out the trash.
Man, you extra late, cool. You gonna have to take the trash from the basement out, cuz.
Who is that?
Cool, fam. Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Extra late. We ain't supposed to be on right now. It's 12:30. Wasn't mad.
No, we going on 3 hours. That's what we're gonna wrap it up here pretty soon. But in the meantime, go ahead and take that trash out, cool.
Yeah, that comparison video is terrible. Terrible, bro. Yeah, that's a rental for me. I got to rent that one.
Is that a Broncos hat, nigga? The fuck you got on?
King Thrash, you sound like shit right now.
Right now, cause we passing this fucking cow country, cuz like nothing but shit out here.
You got that cow manure shit up your nose, huh?
Okay. So before we wrap this up here pretty soon, anybody got any other topic they want to talk about?
How do y'all not talk about the GOAT right before E3? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
The who?
The GOAT.
What?
The GOAT.
Yeah, your mic low, bro. That's
He said the GOAT, fam.
And
GOAT.
he said the GOAT, but after the third time, but he needs to do his mic better.
I'm on an iPhone. You know, what are you gonna do?
We can't hear you.
Ah.
Yeah. What is the GOAT?
How many miles from this?
I don't know what that is.
The GOAT. Y'all know what the GOAT is?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know that, but
Part
what the?
Last of Us Part 2.
Oh,
I mean, I
okay.
feel like we covered it in depth in the last couple of months because we talk about it damn near almost every other day.
Bow our heads and get ready.
No, let's talk about Sea of Thieves water. Let's talk about Sea of Thieves in the water. Let's talk about the water.
Man.
We ain't talked about that.
Hey, Big Money, I'm about to hit the eject
I
button.
think we talked about Sea of Thieves.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Man. Oh, man.
You sitting on the ejectocito,
And now
cuz.
you can think about that whenever you want.
On a rocket, he did. Hey, man, you know what? I keep telling y'all, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Microsoft gonna come out with a headbanger, not at E3, like this year. They might show it at E3, but I think they're gonna show. They got one.
If they don't show it at E3, where are they gonna show it at?
Hey, Big Money.
They gonna show it. Well, I meant to say.
All I can say to you is they have better. Is all I'm saying.
Big, you said
They have better.
one thing.
One, motherfucker.
But your thing was they're gonna show one. How many is Sony gonna show?
I mean, speaking of that, right?
How many is Nintendo gonna show? You can't just have one for a console. One ain't gonna do shit for you.
Speaking about talking about Last of Us, right? Do y'all think the gameplay is gonna be very different than the original?
I doubt it.
It's still gonna be very much the original, right? Just some added extra shit, man. It's still gonna feel like it.
I personally think the game didn't need a sequel. That's just my opinion.
I can barely hear any of y'all, man.
Yeah. Now, who still don't think the PS5 is coming out November 2019?
I still think it is. I still think it is. I'm sticking to my guns on that.
Damn. I thought I changed minds up in here.
There's no reason for somebody to make a new console.
Hey, look at that. Bro, I swear to God, that thing come out, bro, thrash. You ain't be like, this motherfucker money, god damn.
Hey, but it's like I said, the PS5 could come out tomorrow and I'd buy it.
Me too, tell you the truth. Long as it have, if they say we can play all our if they say we can transfer all our PS4 game to our PS5 game, they'll kill it. They'll kill everything.
It would, but it wouldn't. That backwards compatibility don't matter to me because I have a PlayStation 4 Pro.
No, not about. I'm just saying.
But even the transfer. But even that still don't matter to me because I will hang on to my PlayStation Pro until all that stuff, is in place.
Yeah, me too. I'm just saying for the people that's saying that,
it all depends though, man, because they got PS now. Man, it don't make sense. They got PS now. If they get rid of PS now and it's making compatible, then
I'm gonna say this. I don't think that Sony is gonna follow in Microsoft footsteps with backwards compat. I don't think they're gonna do that.
You don't think so?
I don't think they're gonna do that. No, why should they? They're gonna follow a console that's losing. I mean, Nintendo is whooping their ass right now. Come on, the Switch is whooping their
nobody
ass.
follows the.
Why would they follow?
Yeah, I definitely agree on that.
Yeah, but
I think backward compat is gonna be a thing with the next one, but that's not what they're gonna be hyping up. It's games. It's games. It's not. It's the next generation of games. That's why you get the next generation. If you want to play PS4 games, you already have a PS4. You know what I mean? You're not tripping about that. It's the next shit. You know what I mean? It's always the next shit. That's why you look forward to the next console. It's for the new games.
I move with the technology. When the new PlayStation comes out, you know, chances are my PS4 Pro may be up for sale immediately, unless it depends on how I feel about my backlog, because I got a backlog so goddamn big it's gonna go into the next generation.
I'm right there with
It's
you, bro.
there's even gonna be a next generation.
For Sony, it will. It's Microsoft trying to, you know, create new categories. Oh, there's not going to be any more generations. Maybe not for you, but that doesn't mean Sony gonna follow in your footsteps with that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. What did Microsoft, not Microsoft, but what did Sony do
You know, Sony,
with the PS4 that y'all think they can pull into the PS5?
It's only Microsoft talking this no more generation
No,
shit.
I think the CEO of Ubisoft said the same thing. And everything's going to be moving to the cloud and more technology-based gaming.
Yeah.
I also read.
Well, Microsoft is the only corporation that's officially saying that. That's a console maker. So you don't hear Sony saying it. That doesn't mean they're going to move in that direction.
Yeah, it's just a Jedi mind trick. That's
I
all
know.
it is.
If I go off and create a new category and shit, you know, if somebody doesn't choose to follow this new category that I made up, does that make them fall behind? Does that make them not, caught up with the times?
Yeah.
I think.
Hey man, when they were saying that shit in 2019, not 2019. Go ahead, Titanfall. I'm sorry, baby.
No, I think someone's going to do things. For people who want digital, they're going to provide that. But for people who want hard copies, because they saw people buying a lot of hard copies of their games, they're going to do that for a while. They're not going to follow suit with Microsoft and try to do all digital and the fucking Game Pass. They ain't going to do that shit because they're making too much now. They're ahead of everybody else, and I think that's what they're trying to stay. I don't think they're going to fall prey to the bullshit
for literally no reason.
You make a good point, Princess. You make a good point, because if Sony is aware that a good portion of the world has insufficient internet, then they definitely going to keep the disk drive in mind with the next console. Whereas Microsoft seems to want to move forward with this shit, even with a good portion of the world lacking in internet.
Yep. Exactly. You said you spoke my mind. Yep. Exactly.
That's why, like, when they were saying that shit in 2012, I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Console hardware is about to die. I'm like, where the fuck they getting this from? I don't hear nobody out here.
That's what they want. It's not going to die. It's just that's what they want in order to make more money.
Exactly.
Yep. It's like market research. Right. They're just testing the waters to see the reception.
Yep. Chris is right about that. They're being stupid. All right. What they want to do, they're a service-based company, and they've always been that way. When you think of Microsoft, but my thing is, when it comes to Microsoft, why would you come from a software company, start making hardware, to just go back to downloading and software again? Are you retarded? Seriously, are you retarded?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. Well,
what you got to say, Silver guy? I see you put your mic on. You got what?
Do I sound better? No.
Yeah, you sound way better. Now I can hear you.
All right. No,
my girl said you got a nice beard. You look like Kratos, guy.
I appreciate it. I got wolf genes. It doesn't stop growing. I gotta shave everything like every other day. It's terrible.
That's too much information.
It just all connects. It's all one
for
piece.
real. I shave everything every day. What? I'm fucking with you, bro.
It's real bad.
It's real bad.
Hey, do y'all think Ghost of Tsushima is gonna have limb separation and a lot of violence?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I think so. I think it's based on a violent time. So hell yeah.
I hope so.
I think that it's gonna be really realistic, mechanics and shit. You're not gonna have like superpower moves.
You don't think
like that. No, it's not gonna have none of that shit. The reason why is because if you want to live the life of a 13th century samurai, then you're gonna have to live the life of a fucking 13th samurai. And you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna throw ninja stars that have fucking electric charge blasts. Like that would ruin the life of it. Like, are you playing this game so you would want to know what it feels like to be a samurai? then why the fuck would you want a blazing fiery sword? That's not what samurais did in the 13th
I'm worried
century.
that
You know
their
what I mean?
animations are going to suck though, because all their infamous games have terrible animations.
Yeah,
I don't know about
like
that.
their animation, like the way the character moves, sometimes
Yeah, the
can be a little
character
janky.
movement. Yeah, see,
like you can
that's what I'm
tell, like
afraid of.
their movements a
Hey,
little
but
janky.
you know what, Draco? I was looking at that PSX thing again, and it looked like that one dude, when he was asking that one dude about something, he was saying something about dealing with the mythical part of that time, and maybe I got that wrong.
It's a
Maybe I got that wrong.
you know why it's a mythical time of Japan, Big Money, because during that time of Japan, things became what we know of today. So there's a lot of stuff that's tied in roots of Japan in back in the day, where they had they were saying like ninjas got their ninja training from demons. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That's like
It
a
seems
that's
like
like a legend, but
they
really
got a
it's a
lot of-
monk that taught them. You know what I
It
mean?
seems like they got a lot of influence from Musashi's teachings, which is fucking epic.
Right. So, but here's the thing, though.
But
That's
they don't
basically
know who
what
that
it was.
is.
Musashi, right?
They don't know-
He basically just
They don't know who that
considered.
is.
Yeah, who's that?
Mhm.
Oh, samurai from back in the day, Miyamoto Musashi.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's
I
basically
take
one of the
back
baddest
all the
motherfuckers of
I
all
like it
time.
now.
Okay.
He's actually one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. He's one of the few motherfuckers in the world that know how to use double-wield weapons. I know
He
you
was
see it in
more-
video games a lot, but not a lot of samurais
He
actually know how to
was-
wield double swords.
He was more
like
of a tactician from a mental aspect. He was a
Yep.
visionary.
He knows that his motherfucker, like his enemy, couldn't handle like getting trolled. So he trolled the fuck out of this dude. This dude was so mad, couldn't fight him. So he was
Yeah,
swinging
he was
wildly,
basically
got killed.
talking shit.
Yeah.
He so they would do one-on-one duels with swords, right? This motherfucker killed a grown-ass man at the age of 13. His next fight, he killed a grown-ass man with a sword, right? The guy had a sword, and he killed him with a stick.
Have you read his book?
Not yet.
Scott?
I have it. It's on my to-do list, but that motherfucker's like 3,000 pages.
Yeah, of course. You
But
don't.
no,
you
it's
don't-
on my list. I need to.
You don't understand the rings off a fucking couple pages, fam. You already know it's gonna be thick as fuck.
Hey, Draco, send me a link when you get a chance, a dude, so I can look him up.
Musashi?
Google
Yeah.
Jocko Willing's podcast on that. Jocko goes over it for 4 hours. It's fantastic.
And we're
Yeah, I'm
discussing
gonna check
Japanese
him out.
history right now. This man's sheer pony. I was just fucking with you, cool. No, I mean, yeah, I think it's really gonna be like really realistic kind of combat scenarios where you have blaze
I
to
hope
blade,
so.
blaze to flesh. You know what I mean? You're gonna see some blood splatter. I want to see those old school like ninja movies where a motherfucker get chopped and you see blood just splatter out. You feel me? Like some
I
Kill
want
Bill shit.
I'll tell you what I really want is I want a raid game. That's what I want. The
A raid?
Yeah, the movie from the film, the Raid 1 and 2, and they got the third one.
You want to see a Muay Thai game?
Man, that would be nice.
Yeah, dude. I want to see that bitch. I want to start the game off in a goddamn bathroom stall, and I'm fighting off 100 dudes. That shit right there. That's one of the greatest movies of all time. The Raid 1 and 2.
Get recognized for that too, bro. God, like it got to be. Oh boy, man, I see that motherfucking thing about 19 times, bro.
Have you seen It Man?
Huh?
Have you seen IP Man or It Man?
Hitman.
Damn, I think I did.
If nobody has seen Hitman,
Damn.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Ain't
a
they
dope
up like
movie,
3
too.
or 4 now?
Do what?
Ain't they on part 4 or 5
Yeah,
now?
yeah. It's the Grandmaster of Bruce Lee. It's a true story.
I
It's
stopped
fucking
at
phenomenal.
3. There's nothing after 3.
No, they have a fourth one coming out.
No, there's another one coming out.
There's nothing.
They
No,
said there was
there's
another
nothing
one coming
after
out.
3. Not with
What
Donnie
do you
Yen,
mean?
anyways.
What are you saying? It's bullshit after 3.
Yeah.
Everything is bullshit after 3.
Everything after 3 is bullshit because everything after 3
Okay.
doesn't involve the real Ip Man, Donnie Yen. Well, not the real
Yeah.
Ip Man. The dude who plays, Ip Man. Donnie Yen is not in it no more. So, I mean,
Hey man, I did not realize Donnie Yen was that fucking cold, bruh, until
you know
I
how
think that.
old this man is? You know he's the same age as Jet Li, right? They're the same motherfucking age. I've been watching his movies since I was a kid, and he was already a grown man doing movies. You feel me? Like this
Yeah,
man is
bruh.
old as fuck.
Yeah,
but he
hell
looks-
yeah, my kid.
He not only old,
Donnie Yen?
Yeah, Donnie Yen is.
Donnie Yen old as shit.
Yeah, he's old as fuck. Like he's probably like in his late 50s into 60s by now, dude. Like he just looked young as fuck all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
He's Jet Li's age.
Yeah,
It's
man,
fucked up.
like,
Like, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Jet Li already broke down it.
yeah, but that's because he has some kind of throat problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
issues.
He had a back problem too.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking, bro. That shit. I was like, damn.
Yeah. But no, that nigga Donnie Yen, I've been watching Donnie Yen for a minute, man. Iron Bugs.
Flashpoint? Have you seen Flashpoint, Silver Scott?
Yeah. Hell yeah. When he was a cop, right?
Yeah, he's an undercover. Well, his partner's an undercover cop.
I have to see an image. I don't remember. I have to see the cover of it.
It's basically the coldest like, MMA fight scenes. You can't like it's the same dude who plays Ip Man or Ip Man. Right?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, it's actually his real pronunciation is actually not IP. It's actually YIP, like Yip Man.
Yip is Master Yip.
Yeah, Master Yip. But in English, they took away the Y for whatever reason. They just have the I. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually Man.
They probably couldn't reuse the real name. They probably couldn't. They probably had to pay for it. They want to pay for it.
Maybe I don't know if that's the case.
That some people can't pronounce it.
I guess.
So I think they changed it. So
Donnie Yen Savage. Donnie Yen. DONNIE. Donnie.
No, I mean, Yip Man. They couldn't pronounce it, so they put it Ip Man.
Right.
Nah.
Yip.
Put a Y on it. That's like Yippee Ki-Yay. That nigga Bruce Willis been saying that shit for a minute.
Something wrong with him. Hey, Draco, is that I seen this movie, like, is it supposed to be about Bruce Lee as some dude from the Shaolin Temple came and fought Bruce Lee?
That's not a real movie. That's not based on
That's not real.
Okay.
You know why Bruce Lee is so famous? The only reason why he's famous is he actually fight in the streets. He doesn't enter tournaments. You gotta remember, UFC did not exist during the time, and tournaments back in the day are not real fights. They like go on a point system.
I don't want to rain on your parade, but I highly suggest you don't Google the facts behind Bruce Lee, because that shit will crush your childhood.
Dude, I mean, like, what facts are you talking about? If you're talking about facts, that means it has to have concrete information on this man's life.
I'm just saying I stopped reading into it because apparently that motherfucker was a straight fraud.
I mean, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe.
That's not what I'm saying.
I need to hear. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe. But are you calling a dead man a fraud so he can't defend himself? You know what I mean?
That's not what I said. I didn't say I believed it. I said I stopped reading into it because I didn't want to read that.
No. That's not what I would do, fam. I would read that shit just to see to make sure.
Just Google it. Just Google it, and you'll start coming across all kinds of shit that I mean, it's. Sad,
I know, because that's what it is. Like, I've seen YouTube videos of it, like Bruce Lee's a fraud and all this shit. But I saw his sparring, dude, and that motherfucker was magical. And more importantly, to me, Bruce Lee to me is more of a philosopher, and he was way ahead of his time. He was like. Dude, he created MMA.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about from martial arts. I'm talking about from the way he viewed people and society and all that.
Oh yeah. No, he was mentally like my level, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Your
like,
level? He's not a potato. What the hell are you talking about? He's breaking up real bad.
You know what it is, man. You know what it is, because people never give respect where it's due. You know what I mean?
That dude's.
At the end of the day,
had to do a little something else too, bro.
No. That's what I'm saying. I know that little something else, but it all comes down to that. You don't want to give respect where respect is due. Like, do you imagine how real this man has to be to make that kind of impact? You feel me? Like, and you know what's the craziest part is he didn't get famous in America. He got famous in Asia for whooping ass in the street of Hong Kong first, kids. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? But see, here's the craziest thing. Like, anyone who talks about that shit is usually motherfuckers never even dealt with that type of shit. Like, they don't know nothing about that shit when you actually read into what they say. Because dudes from history, like grown ass men who won tournaments and stuff, it's like, I really don't want to fight Bruce Lee like that. But now there's a website calling him a fraud. Okay. Like, the dude.
There's a lot of historians that say
you know what I mean?
There's a lot of historians that talk about it. that's based on like actual evidence, supposedly.
So
I don't care to read it because to me, Bruce Lee's a legend because of his mind.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Right.
I'm gonna have to read it myself because I'm gonna have
let
to see
me ask you this: Do you know what Elvis' favorite recipe for fried chicken is?
Elvis?
Yeah.
I don't give two shits about that clown.
But see, that's the point, right? You don't give two shit about it, but in the world of martial arts, people give a fuck about martial arts, right? And martial artists in the past or in the present. You know what I mean?
His favorite sandwich was fried.
No, let me finish.
No, his favorite sandwich was peanut butter with fried bananas.
Let me finish.
Fried banana. That nigga look like a fried banana nigga. Go ahead.
No, fried.
Y'all maybe forgot what I was trying to say.
Sandwich with fried peanut butter and bananas.
What the fuck was I saying earlier? What the fuck was I saying earlier, man? Y'all maybe lost my point.
You said something about like martial arts really care about.
Right before that. Before that, what did I say?
We're talking about Elvis's favorite sandwich or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and I answered the question.
Okay, let me. God damn it. God damn it, bro. All right, so here's the reason why I brought that up.
I got cooked to the bathroom.
I don't know why you brought it up, but I just answered the question.
So Elvis is dead, right?
Yes.
Do you know how many historians say which is his favorite fried chicken recipe? Which is not a big deal, but I'm just saying. Like they can't
first,
they can't
please understand, I'm not against you. I'm on your side. I want you to be right.
I feel you. I'm just breaking down why these things happen. You know what I mean? That's how it happens. Like if you're saying one historian saying this and you have another historian saying that. Now, which one do you believe? What you do believe in is the things that you actually put into practice. If you
I believe in what
you know
he taught me from an intellectual standpoint. That's all.
Exactly, and it does work, right? His philosophies actually make sense to you. So if he's a fraud, where does the fraud come up with those kind of things? You know what I mean? So you have to take what you can take out of it. If you listen to that kind of stuff, then you're like, who do I believe? You can't. Who the fuck do you believe? He's fucking dead. You can't pick a fight with him. You'll never know. All you can do is read his books.
Have you read about the cool theories about how they say that ancients killed him because he was gaining too much knowledge? That's a really cool.
I mean, there's so many things about his death too, man. He's one of those dudes that have like a mysterious death too behind him.
Yeah.
Like everyone has a theory on how he dies as well. It's kind of like Kennedy. Like, you know what I mean? He's one of those famous dudes that have like a mysterious death too. But like that's what I'm saying, man. If you consider him a fraud, fine. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about people in general. If you consider him a fraud, fine. Just read his books and shit and put it into practice. See if it works or not. If it doesn't, see if it's, you know what I'm saying, if it's you doing it wrong or it's because he really is a fraud. But if it works, maybe this motherfucker knows something. Like, you know what I mean? But people don't look at it that way. They always read that type of shit.
Hey, that motherfucker got the glow. He had got the glow, my nigga.
You know what I mean? You come to conclusions because you read an article. Because, you know what I mean? That's the type of people I can't trust. You don't know what the fuck, you've never applied this shit, but you read some article and now this man's a fraud. You know what I mean? Not you, but you know, people who would take that into consideration. That's why I don't trust.
Hey, Draco, you know what, bro? You know what was sad for me, bro, is when his son died, bro. That was some sad shit, bro. That was really some.
That was during one of my favorite movies.
That is actually, that's a dope ass movie too.
That was some sad shit, bro.
They're redoing it. They're remaking it soon.
Yeah, I heard it's in the works, and they said they keep getting fucked up, like it's like some kind of curse on it or something. Like the
I think that's Brandon's ghost saying, "Don't remake this."
Right, that's what they're saying. They're saying like the remakes like curse somehow. Like they can't, like every time they try to like get to work on it, it always fucked up.
So hey, y'all know that movie of Bruce Lee, right? Like Draco, what was that shit that Bruce Lee's father was putting in the window to protect him from the demons? Do you know what that was?
That's like a superstitious thing Asian people do, man. It's like a mirror that reflects the evil of, like, you know, wicked whatever creatures that come through to do whatever they do to your family. So that mirror is there to like protect you from evil spirits. That's one of those like ancient, you know. By the way, that shit's not real. Like the real Bruce Lee never did that shit for his son, or his dad never had that shit done for him. That whole like male in the family of Lee always getting fucked up. That's not really real either. Like that's a Hollywood thing that's made up. Yeah, that's
fucked.
kind of a Hollywood thing that's made up. That's not really real.
I'm still just tripping. How the fuck his son died over a fucking fake prop?
Yeah, a fake
That shit.
What happened? They took a real bullet and tried to turn it into a blank and messed it up.
right. And they shot the
Yeah,
shell.
I read about that too.
He actually got killed by the shell. Of the
And
bullet.
they left
They
that
shot the
scene in
shell
there
out.
too, and I guess you could like see him wince when the bullet actually hit him.
Yeah,
Where did it impact? His chest or something?
yeah, it hit straight in, dude. Like he bled out
That's
before. I think he
shit,
bled out
bro.
at the hospital and died.
That's
So I guess with like blank bullets, they still got gunpowder on them, but they got like a paper tip, and that's what I had read. And then I guess like for one of the scenes, they used the gun, but they left that bullet tip in there and didn't take it out. So when that blank bullet was lined up behind that bullet tip, it was a real bullet.
You know what Bruce Lee is to me, man? He's like one of those Renaissance men. It's rare to see one. This man is a martial artist, an actor, a cha-cha champion, a philosopher. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a master at all these things. He's not even like a jack of all trade, master of some. He's a jack of all trade, master of many.
he a cha-cha champion?
Yes, sir. He's a cha-cha champion. How you think he got his
Damn, I
wife?
didn't know that.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
I did not know that.
Hey,
man
Diver,
danced his ass off,
I saw
cuz.
you trying to sneak me, Diver.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah, while you riding around with a trunk full of chicken patties trying to sneak a nigga.
Author. He created a form of martial arts. This man is a beast, son. Like you have to compare him to like Leonardo da Vinci, like type dudes. You know what I mean? Like this type of dudes like that's rare. Like you don't find many of dudes like that in history. You know what I mean? So that's why I respect him. Like whether or not he's a fraud or not, we'll at the end of the day, the real talk, we'll never know because he's dead. So it is what it is. But if his shit works for you, then guess what? He's not. You know what I mean?
Did anyone ever watch the Crow TV series?
The Crow TV series? I didn't even know this. A Crow TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was only on for like a couple seasons. It used to be on a long time ago.
Yeah. All I remember when I was little, every time I seen Bruce, I used to take my T-shirt, put it over my head.
Diver does not get educated often. Dude, Da Vinci is the man who they coined the phrase the Renaissance man after, sir. So when you bring up the phrase Renaissance man, you have to bring up Da Vinci.
Da Vinci's one of the baddest minds of art.
He doesn't know who Da Vinci is?
Of all time. Yes, sir. Of all time.
Have you watched Da Vinci's Demons? That's a dope-ass show.
No, I have not. I didn't even know. I don't watch TV, dude. I'm sorry.
Dude, Da Vinci's Demons is based on like his life, right? But they throw a mystical, Hollywood into it. So it's like have you ever seen the Sherlock Holmes movies that came out recently?
Yes. All
right, so it's like that from how he acts and how he talks and his mannerisms. But there's like battles, sword fights, and there's demons and there's fucking.
That sounds dope as fuck, man. I might have to.
But they use all his real artifacts, all his drawings, and they show him actually creating that stuff for war. Like, dude, it's in fucking insane, dude. That show goes
like
so
the,
hard.
Like the helicopter and all that.
Yeah, all the badass crazy catapults and shit. Yep, they use all of it, dude. I'm telling you, that show goes hard. It's only 3 seasons.
All right, y'all. It's been over 3 hours that we've been streaming. I think it's time for us to get some outros.
Sounds good to me.
So you know what? Titanfall, you go ahead and take that one. So I give him the usual threat, and that's I give him the usual threat afterwards.
What was that?
I said, why don't you go ahead and do the outro first, so I can give the chat the usual threat afterwards.
Oh, okay. All right, this is Titanfall Princess, and you know what you got to do. You're going to sub to everybody, and you're going to follow everybody on this panel, because they all got good content, okay? And if you don't, I'm going to side with your ass, but you're going to do it. You know why? Because y'all love me. I'm out of here. Later.
Yeah, you heard it. Y'all love her. Y'all better love her. I'll smack flames out y'all ass. Y'all know what time it is. Go ahead, bring her, hit it.
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to cyber whoop Titanfall Princess and some Street Fighter 5. But
Doubt it. No, never happened. Never happened.
Sure.
Go ahead.
You know, this is Lightbringer Sernos, your voice for gaming and sports entertainment. I just want to thank you all for letting me on the podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you later.
All right, my fellow brother in iron, Silver Sky, go ahead, take off.
Outro.
I like it.
That's me so far, man.
I like it. I like it. That was slick. There you go, bro.
Oh yeah, you know we all brothers in the gym. We all brothers at the end of the day. But you want to go ahead? Let me see. Go ahead, Big Money, hit it.
Thank y'all for coming out, bro. I want to thank the guests that came in and filled a little something up. Be careful out there, little bruh, Thrash. Hey, remember? I don't know. The people that weren't here earlier when we came on, I don't like doing this. I don't even like promoting because that's not what I'm doing. Don't even go there and try to give me I don't want that. But go check out that video, the last video I did, because I did it about, I was going to do a lot of them about everybody on here, but the first one I did, it was about Draco, and it's about that, the video he did. It was outstanding. Make sure everybody, y'all go see that. Because like I said, bro, that was not because of him. It was just, it's a real deep video far as him explaining what the Ghost of Tsushima is. It's a real good video. I want to thank Titanfall Princess. I want to thank Silver. I forgot your name, bro. I'm sorry. Lightbringer. Everybody that came in here, bro. And especially everybody out there that's paying attention to us and fuck with us hard, bro, because we appreciate that. Like I said, be safe on that roller, bro. And my big homie, I get a chance to call him big homie. Thank you, Lincoln, for hosting while Knucklehead down there driving to see his family or whatever. But y'all already know I love these guys to death. That's every fucking day. Y'all keep fucking with us hard. We're gonna keep fucking with y'all hard. So like I said, make sure y'all go check out that video from me, because it's dedicated to him for what he did on that video. And then y'all make sure y'all go check his video at. Oh, no, it's just somebody know how I get
one thing before we continue outros.
Yeah,
I just want to say, Lightbringer, listen, I don't know your PSN name, but hit me up and I'll whoop you as a Street Fighter. Bring it.
For free.
Hit me up.
I'll be there, fam.
For free.
Y'all make sure y'all stream it. Y'all make sure y'all stream it so I can be there and check it out.
I will stream it, but he got to hit me up and give me his PSN name so I know how to befriend me. It's TTFP rules.
All right, I don't have it on PlayStation, but sure.
It's crossplay.
Oh, you're not on PlayStation.
No, it's crossplay though.
Yeah, I forgot you. You probably got to go to the Dookie box to play them.
No, it's crossplay. No, crossplay with PC only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, PC only. It's not even on the Xbox, fam.
Okay, my bad.
Street Fighter 5.
All right, yeah. Okay, y'all hammer that out. You know, go ahead, take off, Draco.
Yeah, man. Royal Flush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming out.
All right, that was short and to the point. So, myself, I'd like to thank everybody for letting me host the round table again twice in 1 week. How about that? And in the immortal words of King Thrash, I'd like to thank you weird niggas for tuning in. Thank you and fuck you. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And this is coming from Lincoln Clay. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'll smack the shit out y'all.
Thrash gone?
Yeah, he out. Be safe, Thrash. We see you when you come back. Shut the fuck up, Diver.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My fault. One thing, Vidiot, we miss you again, bro. I know you out there with your peoples, but we miss you. Come on through.
Yeah, that's what's up. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. Myself, I think I'm getting ready to go jump to GT Sport or MLB The Show and do another stream for those who want to jump over and check that out.
Yeah, I'll be over there pretty soon.
All right, but you
better quit losing with my Tigers too.
Yeah, damn, yeah. We gonna when I get Miguel back, all that's gonna change.
You know what's crazy,
Can't
Lincoln?
nobody
You
fuck
talk
with
about
my white
MLB all the
box.
time, but you're afraid to get on a fighting game again because I whooped your ass so many times. You're afraid.
You ain't saying shit. I'll come back whenever you want it.
But you're scared.
I ain't never scared.
I just
You never said, I ain't never scared.
Hey, time
I
call. I
just
sent
messed
you a
with
message
you.
on Twitter with my CFN.
Are we still
Okay.
live?
I think so.
Yeah, we are.
We still live, huh? Goddamn.
Hey, you know that's how it be, bro. We'll get to talking and forget we
Hey,
even on
wait a
this
minute. I
motherfucker.
thought about that live breaker. You love baseball, love the Tigers. How the fuck do you not have a PS4?
Man.
Yeah.
Outside of MLB The Show, just games on the PS4 just not that entertaining to me.
Motherfucker, you
Come
was
on,
MLB
man.
shows the
Come on,
greatest
come
show
on.
anyway.
Motherfucker, you just said you was so consumed by Detroit that you missed this motherfucking podcast on time and shit.
Yeah, outside of Detroit, it's like I had a PS4 at one point in time, and I bought it mainly for fighting games. I just wasn't playing it. I used to have both games on the PS4. I ended up selling both.
I got to give Lightbringer a little bit of slack because he is a fellow Michigander. He only live about 45 minutes from me. He live in Lansing, which is
hell no, fuck that though, Lincoln.
which is
Come
our
on,
state
bro.
capital.
Lincoln, you can't do
We ain't
that.
giving him no passes on that shit, bro.
I gotta give him a little bit of slack, just a little bit. He do need to,
Can't do this.
he need to get his ass a PS4, but I gotta give him a little bit of slack. But that's gonna do it, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all later. Make sure y'all catch us on the next podcast. I'm sure somebody's gonna be doing something after Micro Cox, press conference. So make sure y'all check us out then. So on behalf of the Roundtable Podcast, this is your boy Lincoln Clay. Thanks for letting me host everybody. We will catch y'all later, and we are out.
Good night.
Lincoln, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.